Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Hello.
Hello.
What is up, you candy-ass motherfuckers?
If you thought I was annoying before, oh no. Just wait. Now I can do magic.
Oh shit, that actually got kind of real.
Good. Did you say we have to wait till long rest to use our level, or do we get to level now? Because if so, I need to quickly modify some shit.
You know, since we're just doing this still, wheels on, we can do now.
Wait.
I don't know, I just don't want to break his wee heart. He sounds so excited. Yeah, now, Jesus. Can you actually make a ghost owl? Alright, you know, I'm calling bullshit. Like, just fuck that. No. Under no circumstances. I never thought for a minute that I would end up resenting you all as much as I do at this point, but it's okay. Hold on just 1 second. Nothing like motherfucking ghost owls. Alright, so just an FYI, this is gonna get streamed. I'm sure it's gonna be very few people watching it because it's not. I didn't announce it or anything. Another Discord? Yeah, no, if you want to do that, you totally fucking can. So what you're saying is we can destroy our enjoyment of the game by just going to this one website? Sign me up! Alright. That squared away, that squared away. Just for now, like, write down the thing and what it does and just add it to your rolls manually. It's fine. Yeah. Hopefully I'll hear back from them. Usually when I just ask for something, because of the whole streaming thing, they just give it to me, so I might have all the player handbooks soon. We'll see if that actually works out. Yeah. Yeah, just D&D Beyond so you guys can access it. Then like it's just kind of free promotion for D&D Beyond because then I can demonstrate it to people. But yeah, that should work just fine. And then can you guys, did I bring the guy into the room? Sure did. Turn everybody down. Oh no? What's oh no? Cannot talk. Hey, Mr. Neil. I had that issue happen today too. Go restart your Discord if you can hear me. Alright, so that should work. No echo on my end. Do you guys have the dulcet tones of Soundbot in your ear? So yeah, that's the whole point, is you guys can then dial it in or dial it out at your leisure. Do 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 do. Oh, under no circumstances are we going. That's because we're not mad. Oh, Neil, you got crazy echo. Oh, wait, no, you don't. Yeah, you do. You do. Of only the highest quality. All right.
Sure if it will say that in here. Oh wait, no, it does. I remember because I was looking at the PDF one and it has the Arcane Trickster.
What was the question again?
I wanted to know if I have to prepare spells because all the spells that you can use as an Arcane Trickster are wizard spells, and wizards have to prepare spells. But in our last campaign, I was a warlock and I didn't have to do that, so I'm not sure how.
So I'm almost positive you do have to do that. Prepare the spells.
Oh, okay. Does anybody happen to know off the top of their head how that works?
So preparing spells is like you prepare them at the beginning of the day, and then I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm not gonna like maniacally hold you to it. But
okay, well.
You are eventually going to have the spell?
No, because I don't think I can take my character down the paladin path to get to Oathbreak. Asterisk. So, I will not be able to get there.
Probably won't. I could potentially get that down the road, but not right now.
hey, sound check 1 2 guys. I know the sound is cutting out on my friend, so I'm restarting stuff. Can you guys hear me okay? Are you getting an echo again? I don't know why it's doing that. Whenever I start the stream now, first time, it always echoes for some reason. I don't know why. Do 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 do. All right, we are almost not fucked. I don't know why it seems to like rotate in. Whatever works last time doesn't work this time, and vice versa.
Isn't that the way it is sometimes?
It's how the way it is all the time, Billy.
It is like preparing spells actually like complicated at all?
Okay, the official word from the chat is that no, arcane tricksters do not need repair spells.
Okay. What chat are you in? Some D&D nerd Discord?
No, I'm streaming this, so people are watching it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's basically the same.
And now they're all mad at you.
Whoa, I don't know about that shit, Neil.
Good job.
I don't know, I'm just trying to get the chat riled.
You know they're nerds, right?
No, wouldn't have guessed.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start the like, what's better, C++ or Python debate?
Oh my God! Please,
that off?
never, ever, 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 ever do that.
Let's talk about
To me.
whether 0.99 repeating is the same as 1.
But
Okay, you fucking asshole. You.
It is, by the way.
I mean, I know that it is, but that's still just. No one to my satisfaction has ever been able to like convince me that that isn't absolute heresy.
What? What's not heresy?
The fact that 1.999 repeating is 1, I totally know that I'm a basic bitch because I'm responding with it with anger, which is what a lot of people respond with it with, but that's fine. All right, I'm not going to get that to work, whatever.
just approaching 1 for forever.
But never quite getting there.
Never quite.
Oh, you fell into the trap of this argument. It is now an argument.
Wait, it's number 1, I blame fucking Jeanette, because what the fuck, Jeanette?
You're welcome.
Hashtag
Is anyone here surprised?
not even remotely fucking cool, dick.
Oh, can we retcon a piece of lore into our party?
Oh, nothing would please me more than if you retconned really hard right now.
Can
I
someone
want-
define retcon, please?
It's like to go back and add something in that should have happened in the past, but you're doing it retroactively.
Got it. Okay.
Time travel.
So,
It stands
would
for
like-
retroactive continuity, if you care.
oh, I didn't know that. Very
Yep.
nice. So basically, I'm thinking that Cyros, if you're game, I want to retcon a plot line where I was basically asking you to like give me feedback on my spell attempts up to this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Because
cool.
in my backstory, I met a wizard who like started to tell me, he was like, yeah, you know, you're a young lad, go read some spell books. And so I'm retconning that I've been working on it and that you've been sort of like helping me along the way.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The question is a sorcerer qualified to teach a wizard?
No, not at
Well,
all.
I'm not a wizard though.
My kind of thing is that I'm a sorcerer that tried to be a wizard and just didn't pay attention. So I like that you're asking me for advice, and I'm probably giving you like bad advice.
Well, it's more like hey, I'm like a guy who sneaks around and like stabs things, but I'm gonna like try to enter the realm of magic. So sorcerer is way more legit than me in that regard.
Yeah. No, fair.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the idea of like someone being like, you want to like look stuff up, and you're just like, just whatever, just like reach into the ether of your god and pull out magic, dummy.
Yeah. Just reach between the particles in space and pull out this thing.
Yeah, fucking loser.
And then you end up
Jeez.
summoning a crab instead of an owl.
Nerd. All right, so I'm not going to interact with the audience in this particular one. This is just a trial run for me, but just so everybody has some degree of context, does anybody want to do like a quick intro? Actually, I'll just assign people to do quick intros. Hey, we'll just go with your Discord name. I'll probably accidentally out your real name anyway. But Caprin, do you
For
want to? Do you want to?
Discord or player names?
I mean, well, I feel like it's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Caprin. I play Dane Moonrider," or whatever you want to introduce yourself as. But anyway, yeah, just a quick introduction I think would help.
Okay, hi, I'm Caprin. I played Dane Moonrider. Yeah, he's evil. AF. That's about it.
Do you have Do you have any further
Jeez.
descriptors or adjectives you might like to add?
Wait, did you decide?
No.
if
I
he's
thought that was
evil?
perfect.
Okay.
I think it's good.
I mean,
Okay. Yo, what's up? I'm Dane. Big dick
Look,
energy. That's it.
I
Peace.
don't like to give the whole plot line right out the get-go, okay?
Okay,
They
fair
will
enough. I
learn
got it.
over time,
I understand. Yeah,
like everyone else.
keep them guessing. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. You can't just put it all out there. There should be some mystery in the
I
relationship.
mean,
So
you're
you-
gonna put it all out there with like the conclusion, but no premise. But that's
I
That's
suppose
fine.
that is true. Like if there's anything that I would want hidden, it's the fact that you're an evil son of a bitch.
Well, they will find that out probably in this room with the hostages somehow. So
oh no.
You're like, listen, I'm Kaiser Soze. I'm the bad guy. What's up? I want to keep it under wraps. Okay, cool.
Straight
Senior,
to the point. I like that.
yeah, straight to the point. Miss Type-a-Type.
hey yo. So I'm Type, and I'm playing Grok is Good, who is like, I don't think chill is the right way to describe this turtle. More like doesn't really care very much about right and wrong.
apathetic.
Indifferent.
Yeah, apathetic.
Callous.
Yeah, indifferent. Ooh, callous, I'm not so sure. Loves animals, is unsure about how he feels about humanoids, and
You are a humanoid.
okay, other humanoids,
You mean mammals.
other things, not things that are not turtles or animals, unsure.
Or dog.
Or dog.
Basically,
Yeah.
you don't like things that have like skin and hair.
Yeah, that's
Besides dog.
Yeah, besides donk.
descriptor. Yeah, you might notice this turtle running around with a backpack, and in the backpack, with a goblin or a goblin kind of tied to the front of the turtle. It's a bit of a mess, and we're not really sure what's happening.
Would you like to describe where both of our goblins came from?
Oh, yeah. So Donk is our goblin intern, and we found him in a cave when we were battling our first sartorial bugbear, and we offered him basically either a job or to die, and he chose job. So he's been with us ever since. Very good.
Yeah, you tried various incarnations of dressing him in drag, dressing him as a child.
Same
Pat-
as Donk, by the way. I don't think that's been said yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in this past game, we found another goblin that was terrified, hiding under a bed, so scared that he passed out or she passed out, not really sure. And now it's just kind of just carrying it on the front of my shell, just strapped like a baby in a baby carrier.
Yep.
Yep.
So Goblin Bjorn and Goblin Intern. Minnie, you wanna give a quick?
Yeah, sure. Hi. If it's the usual people out there, it's me, Minnie. So I'm Minnie Iron Thighs. I'm a hill dwarf, with a streak of barbarian, and I'm a good person. Pretty religious, and just trying to get a bunch of money so I can go home and be a good daughter.
For a good person, you make a lot of clandestine deals.
Don't we all, though? Don't we all?
You're not a good person. You literally led with that.
Yeah, whatever, man. You know, tomato, tomato.
That's really the only thing you said.
Yeah. You
doesn't
like
matter.
when asked to kind of like say your deal, you're like evil AF. We're all just good people. Come on, let's have some unity, guys. Sorry.
I mean, my actions don't really matter at this point because I just know I'm a good person and my God tells me so. So
Yikes.
Oh, damn. Okay, we're keeping it political.
By the way, I'm going down the path of the zealot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
All right, Miro.
Hi, I'm Kneelington. Follow me on Twitch at Kneelington if you want to watch me play Go. And I am a halfling. I think there's multiple types of halflings, but I'm a halfling rogue, arcane trickster. I'm technically true neutral. I think I maybe am more like chaotic good, but basically, I'm like a circus performer who, uses his circus skills to get by in the world by stealing from people and sneaking around and still juggling and entertaining and such.
Wait, you're chaotic good? Because I seem to remember an execution that speaks
maybe
otherwise.
you're right. Yeah, so maybe we should just go with the true neutral there.
I love that. It's just funny because I feel like this is such a great cross section of humanity and almost like a fucking. It's a study in self observation because everyone's just like, yeah, I'm generally a good person. I just look at you guys, you're like, you guys have done so much fucked up shit. I can just count on my fingers the amount of people are just like, oh yeah, then I desecrate the corpse and throw it in a hole.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Siros? Oh, hold on, girlfriend's tapping me on the back.
I was just visiting.
Okay. Siros, you want to do your intro?
Yeah, I'm Sisat in the Discord, and I'm playing Syros, a Divine Soul Sorcerer, who's a kind of reject of a noble family on the run. Pretty good guy, but maybe a little stuck up, and prone to infrequent seizures, I guess, in which his friends leave him in a ditch. Still
You're
unsure
welcome.
about the people he's traveling with, but taking what he can get at the moment.
Cool. All right. And you've all been thrust into a life or death pitched battle, having barely known each other for 12 hours. So that's fun.
Pretty much.
Okay, doke. And if anybody is curious, this is just Lost Mines of Fandelver. It's like the intro of intro modules. Anyway, yeah, just heads up. We'll be reading the chat, so you guys can just chill. This is us getting used to streaming. What are you doing? Why are you making these weird faces at me?
I was pouring myself some of your sake.
Oh, that was yourself. I thought you just brought me a glass. That's
do you
fine.
Want a glass?
No, it's fine.
I thought you
Anyway.
were drinking out of the big bottle.
I'll be
I want a
drinking.
glass.
I'll be drinking sake, so the fights will probably get increasingly more chaotic and probably more difficult or easy.
Hey,
Depend-
well,
I'm drinking martinis, so cheers.
No, cheers.
I'm gonna make an
Okay,
old-fashioned.
alcohol.
Question though. While we're retconning things, you said that with Grok using shapeshifting, there would have to be studying of the animals. Can we have added that she studied those wolves since it's the only animals we have
Sure.
found?
Well, also, I mean, you don't if you've seen animals in the past and you've taken the time to get to know the animal, which I think it's pretty reasonable that a druid would have done, you can do that.
Does liquefying a wolf count? Because I think that really shows everything.
Yeah.
And more.
Yeah,
For to show, I tried to free the wolves, but Minnie wouldn't let me. So,
yeah.
Oh, you also
Actively
know
trying to kill us.
chickens.
it's true, I do know chickens
So you're covered.
very well.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. We really should have used that.
Yeah, that was
I know how to use the chicken staff.
Exactly why we should use it.
your inability to know how to use the chicken staff is one of the delights and the highlights for me up to this point.
Although I did read in the handbook that you can do a studying session over a long rest and learn how to use the staff.
Yeah, I was noticing. I've read that part too. Yeah.
Over what
I like
staff?
the trial and error better.
Yeah, the trial and error is funny.
Yeah, probably trial and error.
Yeah, and but so I mean, I feel like anything that if you run into horses, you run into cows, you probably would have run into some random shit in the swamps that you came from. If you spend time with the animal, I think you can kind of you're kind of, what's the name of the lady who hung out with the apes?
Oh, Jane Goodall?
Yeah, so when you like Jane Goodall an animal, that's kind of how you can, I think, learn how to kind of become it. You know, you're communing spirits, and then like
So, cuddling with the animals equals.
I feel like you're being remarkably literal about this in a world full of animated skeletons and transmorphification of species. But yes, you know, you get it. Like it's like if you get the vibe of the animal, you can kind of like summon it again magically.
Got it.
You just can't open up a fucking thesaurus and be like, look, blue whale, but I imagine him with laser guns on his face.
Oh, that's how it should totally be if you're a blue whale, though.
Yeah, just crush everybody.
Don't go in the water. There's a druid.
I like you doing it on land. Okay, does anybody want to do a recount of what happened last week?
Yeah, sure. So, I think we had already. Oh yeah, okay. Did we fight the bugbear? No, that was before that. Okay, so we were heading to this giant abandoned manor on the hill. What is this town called again that we're in?
Fandolin?
Flandrin.
Vandalin.
Phandalin?
Philandering Fandolin. That's right. Step on up.
Okay, I think we're in Phandalin, and we, we've heard some stuff about the red brands being douches, and we heard some things about potentially their hideout being in this weird abandoned building on the hill. So we went to go and go through this trapdoor, secret tunnel. We had to fight some people. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to sneak up on them, and then it all didn't matter. And then we had to do some very interesting fights in very narrow hallways where we kept knocking each other out.
And you guys made no fucking move to try and rearrange the situation. You're just like, nope,
That's true.
let's fight in the hallway.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I just hid for part of it and did nothing. And then we found some documents and things, and we just went through like this sarcophagus area, fought some skeletons, killed some red brands, and now there's some seemingly some prisoners. So that's where we are. We're trying to figure out what's going on in this crazy mansion.
All right, cool. Take 50 in experience points, Neil. Lington on Twitch.
Yeah, follow, smash that like button.
Ring the bell. Subscribe.
Yeah, identity. Steal the identity of that subscribe button.
Yeah, take my social security number. Dox me. Yeah, that about covers it. Yeah, you just passed the reanimated corpses of some dudes in some sarcophagi. You kind of like, after inspecting their crypts, you found the names Tresender kind of like, chiseled into the various locations in which the bodies were interned. You can kind of infer based on like the rusty ornamental mail that this probably was the Tresender family crypt, the people who lived here prior. And then while you were fighting these guys, 2 red brands snuck out into the darkness and tried to attack you. You promptly murdered them. And then you entered the room in which they were hiding to find a massive pile of hundreds of garments of clothing in various states of decay and disrepair. You get the feeling that a lot of people have been cycled in and out of this cell. On the north side, there's a cell with a woman in kind of rough spun tunic and trousers, kind of crouching terrified in the corner. And to the south, you see a young woman, maybe in early tween years, and a boy with similar ruddy faces who are staring at you terrified. You are covered in blood. You have been dungeoneering for quite a while now. You're pretty grody. You're all panting after a quick bout of the old murder. And take it away, guys. What do you want to do?
Well, did we level up so that we have more points, or are we waiting? Was their decision?
So you're supposed to not be able to level up to a long rest.
And we're kind of in the middle of it and screwed up.
Yeah, kind of doesn't feel right to be like, oh, suddenly I can commune with God and cast magic.
So, are we all down to like not have advanced yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I just set it to level 2 and then like have my it says it will decrease my total to match my new level.
Yeah, you can just move it back up again afterwards. Just
Okay.
write down what you had so you can go back.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, should we get out of here? We're all hurt.
We are still chasing that guy.
Did anyone notice the innocent prisoners? Maybe we could. Did anybody else notice that? I was the only one.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the cell where the children are. Is it locked?
I mean, yeah, it's a jail.
Oh, well, I can probably take care of that for you. If you'd
Yeah,
like.
get these prisoners out.
All right.
Yes, are they like cowering?
Yeah, they're cowering. I mean, you know, you just slaughtered a bunch of people right in front of them and their children.
Right.
Right.
They're not just like, oh, another day in medieval England, governor.
Right. I'd like to say to kind of try to coerce them, like it's all right. You know, we're here to set you free. How long have you been here?
As you do this, like the woman in the northern cell, like she kind of gets like a little clear-eyed and she jumps onto her feet and runs up to the cage. She's like, "Don't you talk to them. Leave them be."
That's fine. We also don't have to, let you out if you'd rather. Just we could leave if you're having fun.
She kind of looks at you up and down and she's like, "You're not with them."
No, I'm
obviously
not really.
not.
It's not really my color. Red doesn't really suit.
You are covered in blood.
Oh well. Normally.
Right, yeah. No, if you could get me and mine out, I'd really appreciate it.
All right. Well, I do have one riddle for you before I let you out. But it's not really a riddle. It's just a question. What is glass staff made of? I'm trying to figure this
Good
out.
God.
She stares at you and she's like, "Maybe we'll stay."
It's fine. It's fine. So I'm gonna pick the lock. I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock on this.
Yeah, I mean, you can just pack it. It's fine. You're not really
Okay.
doing it under pressure, so.
Okay, I do that.
No, you take your time. Yep, door throws open. She's standing there.
I'm also gonna do this one over here.
Why is she in the cage? Has anyone considered asking that?
Everybody roll for initiative No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
She gets 3 times bigger.
the real boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where are you from, madam?
She's like pretty shaken, and she kind of steps out of the jail, and she says, Phandalin. I'm from Phandalin. She's in shock.
How do you know why did they take you?
Her eyes glass over, and she's like, "My husband. He killed my husband. He was looking around in the forest, and he found that hole. They killed him, and they came for us."
All right. Well, let's get you out of here.
Please.
Do Do you know if there's many more of them in here?
I don't know. We've been in these cells since we got here. There are a few other people here before us, but I don't know. They came in with shackles and they put them in chains and they said something about they made a sale and they took off.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we could perhaps, like, lead them out of the dungeon, and maybe, we could rest. I'm a bit exhausted myself. But then again, the staff guy, he was running away, I believe. And...
It's true. Do we want to give him a chance to escape, or do we want to charge in after, risking us being kind of wounded at the moment?
I think we should just stick with what we know and charge in recklessly.
I
It's
agree.
worked out so far.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know. We're
Is this a door at the other end of the room?
That is a door at the other end of the room.
Well, clearly we need to go through this door, guys. We can't let him get away.
Well, can you have a listen at it?
Yeah, I guess, can I roll perception or whatever?
Holy
At
shit,
the
are you
door.
guys using tactics? This is amazing.
Well, we are about to kick this door in. We just want to know who's on the other side.
Yeah, you can definitely do a perception check if you want.
Alright, I'm trying to use it on... Yes, okay. Well, as per usual, I don't notice anything.
Yeah, there's a
While he's
there's a
listening
Steve
at the
Aoki
door-
rave going on the other side.
While he was... Well, okay, never mind. I think the moment has passed.
Okay, what were you gonna do?
Nothing.
Just a sympathetic back rub? You got this, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we let the kids out too, right?
I'm assuming
I opened the other one.
the woman's like, those aren't my kids. Roll for initiative. Just kidding.
Fine.
Do you think you can make it out on your own, or do you need an escort? We did kill a lot of... Oh, we
That's-
moved the people who were there guarding the place.
She's like, she looks at you and is just kind of like, I guess if you think that's a good idea.
Listen, guys.
You're pretty
think-
confident this place is very safe.
I think we better lead them out.
I'm like level 0.5 at best.
I
Yeah.
don't mean to be mean or anything, but the child looks rather weak.
The little boy looks up and goes, oi, fuck you, mate.
Oh, do you want to see a magic trick?
That makes you sound a bit like a pedophile, just FYI.
Yeah, never mind. Forget the magic trick. Yeah, all right. Let's lead them out. That would be the kind thing to do, I suppose.
Right. Well, I'll lead them out.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna grab them and start leading them through the dungeon.
Yeah.
I would like to loot these things in here and the red brands. Did we get anything off of them?
You're gonna check like the sarcophagus and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all talking. I want to be just kind of rummaging through stuff.
Yes, you find. If you kind of reach down into one of the sarcophagi, you rummage around in the bones, like you kind of send up little plumes of dust, but your fingers close around a ring, and as you kind of pull it out, it's just like a heavy metal band, and you kind of hold it up to the torchlight, and you get the feeling that it's made out of some kind of valuable metal. And
Alright, well,
other than that, you find, you just find your kind of like standard whatever you're gonna find.
As a warlock, would I be able to feel if this ring was like magical in any way, or just metal?
It's just metal.
Cool.
Yeah. And then on the red brands, you find your typical, there's like one set of red armor that you didn't fucking shred to pieces while killing them, and then like a short sword of some degree of value.
Am I remembering correctly that Dane has like some object that is like randomly he has sentimental value? It's like rope that his grandfather.
Grandpa's rope, yes.
You have your grandpa's rope and the teddy bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Good
The rope is the most
good
unusual
memory
thing.
there.
Um,
So you're gonna lead them out?
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to lead them out. You guys, you want to keep moving? I feel like at this point, Glassstaff might have had enough time to regroup, and maybe we should look over what we found and regroup a bit as well. But it's up.
How are we gonna get back in here though? We're already this far in. I think we might as well just keep going.
I say we drop these people off at the entrance and we dive
I
back
think
in.
we
There has
just
to
have them follow the trail of blood back to like the tunnel, and then from there follow the light out.
Cast
like a-
The woman like kind of like brings her children close, and she's like, "Just keep your eyes closed."
Just cast like a protective little spell on them. That'll work.
She's like, "I'm a well wench."
I walk over to the doors
Zeros.
while they're all chatting and just
Right.
open it.
You just open the door.
Okay. I'm I'm leading them out.
Oh, I'm following.
I'm not going with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I can tell that the group is in disarray. Can I just get a quick verbal confirmation of who's doing what? Because I'm going to commit you to it once you say that you're going to do it.
It sounds like at the least Cyros and Minnie are leading the woman and the children out. I don't know what
Okay,
Cyros doing.
I'm
Dane
talking
and
to
Grog seem to be
Grog.
pressing forward.
I've decided to hang out with Brock.
okay.
Mhm.
So
I'll be listening
you
for screams.
you put blankets around the children and the woman like they're disaster victims, and start leading them back out through the dungeon. And then Grok, Dane, and Miro, what are you doing?
I just opened the door and I'm looking down it to see if I
Okay.
can see anything.
Hold on.
Do a perception check. But Grok, go ahead.
Just Dane, can you just stop opening doors right away next time? Maybe we can
You-
have a plan, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I
Dane.
thought the plan was to. There's the perception check 7. Was to stop debating for forever and just open doors.
I forgot. Yes, that is the plan. Sorry.
So, Grok, which pond are you from?
Are you guys, Minnie and Cirrus, are you like actually escorting them while they're hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. When you hit the chamber, can you give me a perception check?
It's not fantastic. That's a total of. Let me get that here. Oh, I have nothing. So 8 for me.
Should I run one too?
No, it's good enough for you to know that like that kind of like weird black mist that was kind of like bubbling and seeping in the chamber below is now gone, and you can easily see the bottom of this crevasse.
Oh, interesting. It's gone.
Gone.
Oh, 'cause we fed the guy.
Yeah. Minnie,
Right.
actually give me a perception check too.
I don't know why there were 2.
Remember we talked about this last time?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's a big old empty crevasse.
Oh, shucks.
There's a ladder leading down into it made of like, earth and rope and sticks, and the way leading out looks like it's in good shape.
All right. Maybe we'll check down there on the way back.
Okay, so you keep heading out?
Yep.
Okay. You take the safe bridge to the exit that you guys entered. You kind of like, tap the woman on the shoulder and see her off. She heads off. She heads off and out. You like give her instructions to like, get out, hide, make your way back to town, whatever. And then as you kind of like send her off, you hear voices. You hear like one voice echoing down the hallway to the east. All right, Dane, Grok, and Miro, what are you guys doing up there?
Well, I'm from a pond
God.
called the Big Pond. And
Oh, that's,
Not a lot.
That's a good name. Is it small or?
yes, it's rather small.
Oh, yes, figures. Yes. You know, is your shell strong enough that one could throw a knife at it for practice?
Yes, absolutely, you could. Only if I can reciprocate.
Oh, yeah. You know, just forget about that. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe another time.
Okay. Okay.
Dane, did you open the door?
Yeah, it's just a hallway. I can't see anything.
Well, let's go down the hallway.
All right, let's go.
Okay, you guys gonna head down the hallway?
Just
Hey,
I
Dane,
wonder
everybody
if-
stop really quick. Okay, stop moving your pawns so much. If you do that, I'm actually going to trigger all the stuff that happens when you move the pawns. Dane, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Dane, with great resounding rage, I hate how well you roll.
Hey, I roll in this program that you gave us.
Okay. As you are walking down the hallway, your footsteps echo around the crumbling flagstone. And then, like, just like as your foot falls, you hear like a little crackling noise. And then, like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, all the ground in front of you falls away. And you hear like a clatter and a clank as like stones hit the ground like 20 or 30 feet below you. And as you kind of like lean over the edge and look down, you can see a pit full of sharpened spikes kind of rearing up at you that were going to take you out if you didn't roll a natural fucking 20.
Dane, watch out for that pit.
Thanks, Miro.
No problem. I got your back.
How far away is it?
It's like, can I draw on this? So the pit is like right here.
Okay, like so 10 feet.
Yeah, but you stepped up to that point and then stepped back. So you are definitely right there.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know how to get across.
You can jump across.
I know, but if I roll bad, then I'm gonna fall in the pit. And I've made you angry with the natural 20. So
Oh, the
it's probably not
vengeful
wise.
god will have his say.
That's right. That's right. What do you guys want to do?
I
We
mean,
can go back, or we can try to jump it.
I haven't seen it, so.
Well, that can be easy.
Grok, are you just like cave painting back there? Like, what's the?
You told me not to move. You're like, if you move.
You can move up to where they are. Just like don't be wandering down the hallways and back again unless you want the stuff to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Grok, can you make a platform?
Maybe. Where's Donk?
Donk is currently like digging through the clothing pile and is like pulling out like whatever he thinks are like the nice unmentionables, and he's like, nice. He like starts wrapping lazy underwear around his wrist like a bracelet.
Who's the like donk controller? This
Oh yeah,
Should we
let's.
be rolling for who's
Yeah, we should all. I will roll for Donk.
Okay.
Do. See, that is going to be Mr. Dane.
Oh, very nice. Question is, what's his name still asleep on Grok's chest? Has that goblin started to wake up yet?
Yeah, he's like sawing logs away. All right, well, you guys are like hanging out in that room. Minnie and Cyros, what are you doing? You can hear the voice kind of like echoing down that hallway to the east, and you are staring at the exit.
Did we also just hear the pit collapse noise from our friends?
No.
Pretty far.
Yeah.
Hey, Siros, I don't know what you think, but I'm thinking about maybe we should hide and see if those voices are coming this way, because maybe if they head towards our friends, we could sneak up behind them.
Sure. Yeah, you think we should move a little closer, or
We could either go back out near the entrance, or we could go down into that pit.
let's just see. Let's move a little closer. Can we hear what the voices are saying, or just the sound?
It's just kind of sounds like the far off tones of a man.
Let's
I mean, my first album.
What's that?
The far off tones of a man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move to the corner here and peek around the corner of the hallway.
Okay, you hear nothing.
You hear nothing?
I mean, like you hear the same kind of thing.
Okay.
Gets a little
Should
bit
we tell the
closer.
others? Perhaps it's Glassstaff and he went this way, rather than where we went.
Oh, sure, yeah, we could do that too. Can I tell if it sounds like it's coming closer?
It's not coming closer.
Oh, it's not coming closer? Huh. Yeah, let's go tell them.
All right, let's go.
So, meanwhile, Grok is looking at this, wondering if he can move enough dirt to cover the spikes.
Wait.
And I don't.
do you want to like human bridge yourself?
No, wait. No, not really, but like,
move Earth.
yeah, move Earth.
Oh.
But I guess I'm pretty tough, so I probably could be a bridge.
How much earth can you move?
5 by 5.
5 by 5 cube.
5 by
No,
5.
you can't really make enough earth move to make a stable platform to cross.
Right.
But halfway.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no good way to get over this besides throwing people across.
I approve. I'm ready. I've trained for this.
Oh,
I look down at Miro and put my hand out, like, let's do this.
You know, maybe we could. Someone else could go first. I've just got to finish up a few things.
Alright, Dane, grab Donk then.
I pick up Donk and put him on my shoulder.
Donk is like putting on a pair of underwear around his forehead like Rambo, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, I put him up on my shoulder like a little kid, you know, just sitting up there.
Oh, hey, awesome! He pulls out a flint and tries to like light a torch like a lighter.
Hey, May. Did everyone
Hey, so,
try?
guys, looks like you're able to get those civilians out of here, and you know, I have a feeling that Dane and Grok are about to do the thing where they just kind of YOLO and get us into trouble. So maybe we could try to intervene.
Oh,
I think they're about to throw Donk across a pit of spikes.
Well, if you're excited to kill someone, there's someone that's not our friend you could kill.
Alright.
Yes, we're hearing voices by the entrance on the way out. There's another pathway.
Dane, you like to kill?
This one's a dead end anyway, so we might as well go that way.
Yes, okay. Excellent. It's like that for everyone.
Is this a door up here?
There's a door where? Yeah, you've already kind of like you've rattled the lock a little bit, and it's a locked door.
Oh, darn! If only we could get through that.
Only there was a way.
Just say the word.
Open it.
Okay. All right. So, do I need to do any checks or anything?
I mean, are you gonna take your time, or just do you want to try and flip it open quick?
I mean, you know, I've got the advantage, or I mean, I've got a proficiency, so I mean, I feel like I might as well try to do a good job.
Yeah, roll for it. Basically, when you roll for it, you're trying to do it quick, right?
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. That's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, click's open.
Oh.
Whoa.
Ooh. Oh, can I do a perception check before we start?
No. Or did you open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the door swings open. It's like a standard armory. You can tell that like the weapons and armor and bits of accessories in this room, they've been kind of like, you can kind of recognize them from just like workhorse, caravan guards and just various people that have kind of been out and about. There's a lot of weapons in here, like a lot more weapons than you like have run into people. You get the idea that maybe this is a stockpile.
Is there armor?
Nothing better than what you have.
I mean, can I just do a perception check in case there's anything I know?
Yeah,
noticed?
absolutely.
I didn't know if you were like saying there's nothing, but
No, I mean,
I
there's
got a
just
13.
bits and pieces. If you want to do like a more in-depth search, you can.
I got a 13 on my perception check.
You see 12 spears, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, 8 quivers, and 20 crossbow bolts per quiver.
Oh, all right. Well, it's good to know this is here in case somebody needs a sword.
Should give a crossbow to Donk.
Oh.
It's not a
Right,
bad
yeah.
idea.
Donk is still on Dane's shoulders and is like just kind of slowly losing energy. He's like, starting to hurt my dick a little.
Get it together, Donk.
Alright, I take Donk down and tell him to go pick out whatever he wants.
Alright.
Okay. He like goes and like he picks up like a halberd.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he just grabs a crossbow and he's like, nice.
Okay, let's keep going.
Can I get this gold plated?
Don't push it, Donk.
What about El Morte?
I don't.
Does-
I don't
Does
know what that is.
can we give Donk any of the armor in this armory?
No, it's not really designed for goblins.
Okay.
And there are
I
a couple
guess
of
we
red
had-
cloaks on the wall if you want them.
There's what?
They're just a couple like red cloaks on the wall.
Ooh,
Oh, really?
I should have those.
Yeah. Are you each taking one?
I would like to take one.
I don't really. Nothing fits me, so. I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't fit me.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
unless you want like the world's, unless you want like a fucking maiden wedding day cape, you're
Yeah. I'll just.
Yeah.
I'll just not.
all the humanoids get it. As you guys enter that main cavern area, if you enter there and haven't done so already, give me a perception check.
I have just walked in.
Should we each do one?
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Sorry.
Minnie, you already did one.
Oh no. Grok.
No, I'm like stuck here forever. Okay, there we go. I'm supposed to. What am I supposed to do?
Just do a perception check.
Okay. 1 second. Sorry, keep waiting. Can't see it. All right, I'm just gonna do it in D&D. Okay. 13.
Yep, it's a cave.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Should I? There is that little. We can go down and explore this ditch now if we want.
I thought we were
yes.
chasing a person.
I don't really like what happened last time we were in that ditch. You know, if you want to go, I'll stay up top here.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna hop on down there really quick.
Okay. All right, guys, come on.
Okay, yeah. Minnie hops down, and Minnie, when you're kind of like your little dwarven dusty boots hit the ground, like a little cloud of just kind of like minerals flies up around you, and you look over to your right, and you see what appears to be the corner of something wooden poking out from the side of the ground.
Ooh.
You know, guys, I think we might just have to all go now, because Minnie decided to just jump in there. Anybody?
I'll watch. Sure.
Honestly,
Okay. I was thinking.
Why not?
This is like Burning Man.
I'm just watching from the bridge.
Okay, yeah, Minnie, are you
Anyway,
gonna
we're
creep
gonna
close up to
leisurely
this
stroll
thing?
down to kill the guys. So
Wait, what were you guys?
All right.
What?
Minnie, are you
Okay,
walking up to this thing?
To the wooden thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a curious person. I'm gonna check. Perception check.
You don't have to. When you so as you can like approach this thing, you're a dwarf, stone. This doesn't look like it looks like a bunch of dust has been piled up on top of this thing. You kind of like flick your one-handed axe and put it in your belt all cool style John Wick, and dust off this little wooden corner poking out, and you find a chest that has been kind of like covered up by talc at the bottom of this ditch.
I love chests. I am going to open it.
Okay. You open it, and
can we see what's happening up here on the ledge?
you're half elf?
Yeah.
Yes, you very easily can. Yeah, you find. Hold on just a minute here. Yeah, you like kind of put your fingers on the clasp, like the iron clasps on either side, flick them aside, and you open it up, and there's like a chink sound, and you see that it is fucking full of coins, just like piles and piles of silver and gold, some gems, couple potions, and you see like an incredibly like your dwarven eyes, like because you can see in the dark, you can see an incredibly ornate handle, like kind of like wrapped in like a silver lattice, kind of like sticking up, and then it's like kind of wrapped in a silver chased scabbard, and the kind of pommel decoration on the end is just one gigantic golden claw.
Oh shit! That's my sword. I found my sword. Can I put it on?
I mean, you absolutely can, yeah.
All right. So, am I strong enough to grab that whole box and?
Absolutely not.
No.
Are you guys gonna go help her, or just you're gonna watch her just like
once
okay?
I see the money, I start climbing down into the pit.
Oh yes. Good find there, Minnie.
I just open up my backpack so Minnie can start shoveling as much as she can, and I can carry.
Okay, everybody else watches as like the two of the party members, like fucking Three Stooges style, start shoveling cash from the backpack. I dare you to roll a stealth check to hide this from everybody.
I jump down there, and is it like super dark? Can I not see what they're doing?
You can't see super well, so you're definitely gonna like kind of feel in the dark, and you can kind of get like little bits and like you kind of see like glittering, like visual sprites. It's kind of like torchlight bounces off the gold coins.
Hey guys, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Oh my God! Is that what?
I could use some help carrying
Yeah.
some of my treasure out.
I can definitely help. You know, it's my time's not free, but you know, I've got a backpack or something, pockets at least.
Yes. Let's just take it all, and we can split it up later. I'll just take this sword as my finder's fee, and everything else will be split perfectly.
What did Minnie pull the sword out? What kind of sword is it?
It's very fancy, and there is definitely a subtle aura of magic coming off of it.
But like just like a standard short
It's
sword.
a
Long
long
sword?
sword.
Long sword.
It's like one of those swords where like the protagonist is like a young man in the beginning of the movie would look down upon with great reverie.
Minnie, I think that sword is too big for you. I don't think you'll be able to wield it.
I think it looks like a great sword for Donk.
Donk without thinking about it reaches down to take it from Minnie. And he has 2 fingers around it and is like pulling it out of the scabbard like super slow. He's just like
Back.
Donk looks good on you.
We'll discuss this when we're not chasing down glass staff.
you slap away Donk's hand. He's like, ow, okay, fine, yeah, whatever.
Guys, at this point, do we even care about the mission anymore? Like, maybe we should go back to town and start a business together.
You're a druid. What the fuck? Let's start a used wagon dealership.
Right, we'll start all our market.
I do too.
Well, I think it's clear that glass stick is probably gone. So you know, let's take some gold.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to buy a castle, so let's just take all this money and good mission, guys. Mission accomplished.
Good job. I high five Donk.
Donk doesn't have dark vision, and you hit him in the face. Just kidding. He's a goblin. You totally missed though. He jumps up and high fives you.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me some of that, right? This is a paid internship.
There's room for upward mobility, is what I would say.
Oh, okay. Well, can you sign this scroll for school credit?
Sure. I draw like just like a little stick figure on it.
He's like, everything seems in order. And he jumps back into Grok's backpack.
We've loaded our bags to capacity with money. Oh, and
Yep.
what are these potions?
What kind of potions are they?
You said there were potions.
There are
Can
some
we
potions,
identify
yes.
what they are?
Yeah, do you want to go through all of this at the bottom of the pit?
No, okay, we can.
Let's go.
I've already moved on.
I put the we just load up the potions, the money, and the sword, and we'll deal with it later.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you are laden.
Go buy stuff.
You sound like you just stole, like you just raided the fucking spoon factory. You're just like chink, chink, chink all the way.
Here's the question: did we get all the money out of the box?
Yeah, you scoop all the stuff in the chest and you like leave it.
Okay. And then let's go. We're done. Done here.
Oh, yes. Well, there is this other little passageway, but I think we could go and just, rest up a little bit. Buy some. I would like to buy some. Can I buy a potion of healing? Is that the thing I'm allowed to
Yeah,
do?
you definitely could buy a potion of healing.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Like from the party or just like from the...
No, from the store.
Yeah, are you guys gonna fuck off and go back out into Phandalin?
I guess so.
Are we not?
Why not? Why not?
Look, we're very heavy and laden down. I can't fight with all this gold on my back. We need to at least bury it outside.
Just set it down. We just
24
killed everyone in this cavern.
Fine.
No, I mean that's good. Now, that means we can come back. It's in a good state.
All right, yeah, you guys leave it behind, and you head out back into the warm, sunny days of Phandalin. You have an unconscious goblin strapped to your chest, Grok. You have a conscious and somewhat perturbed goblin on your back as well. You have a fucking bag full of money and various other items, and you're standing in front of the hole.
All right.
The hole with all of the armor and swords and stuff in it at the moment? that
No,
we
the
buried?
whole, like... Yeah,
Oh, the one we
yeah,
came out of.
the one you came out of.
Alright.
I mean, should
Well,
we-
I think we should just bury this with our other goods and go back.
why don't we just take it and trade it in, like the gems? Trade
Yes,
them in.
I would like to just go to the shop. You know, it's been a while. We've been adventuring non-stop. We've earned a
case
good.
You
good rest.
don't remember. This morning, everything was in chaos in the town. You really want to just waltz in there covered in blood.
No, we should definitely waltz over back to the inn, and then waltz other places.
Maybe we should go back to Eatermath Orchard instead of the inn. They might be looking for us at the inn.
I'm pretty sure we've killed all of the red breads by now.
Well, okay. This is the way I see it. If we're gonna get attacked, we might as well get attacked on the way to Barthen's Provisions. Then we can get there, and we can, I can get a potion. You can sell the 20 things of armor, whatever you have.
Wait,
You know what? Someone decide.
Okay, here,
I
wait.
think this money made us crazy, guys.
What time of day is it?
It's like 3 p.m.
You know,
Yeah,
This is
can't
the
keep
most
on
dysfunctional
murdering.
group until we're actually fighting something, and then somehow we can't be stopped.
well, let's go to Barthen's, and hopefully we'll get attacked on the way. That's kind of our wheelhouse.
I got it.
Just to be clear,
We'll
you
just go
you just
back
want to
to-
go out and be like, fuck it, like YOLO. Let's just go out. Okay, cool.
I
Alright,
guess
alright.
I don't really understand like what's so dangerous about the town.
Well, you
I
look
don't
like
know
a
what-
crazy person wandering in covered in blood after all the things we've done.
Adventurers.
I mean,
I'm not covered in blood.
Well, I am.
We could wash up.
All right, let's go to the Sleeping Giant and watch up.
Okay, yeah. You
mean
the Sleeping Giant or the Stonehill Inn?
No, the Sleeping Giant's on the way into town. Not many people will see us. We've murdered everyone there, and if there's someone else in there, we want to murder them anyway.
Is there a
It
single
all
square
seems
inch of fucking floor space isn't covered in viscera in the Sleeping Giant Inn?
Yeah, but we cleaned up there the other day.
if
Uh,
by cleaned up you meant remove the bodies, I think that's fair. Yeah,
Hey.
but
There might be people to kill at the Sleeping Giant.
God.
oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
I just
sure.
wanted to go down the hallway, and everyone else wanted to go to town with the gold.
alright, wait.
That's gonna be my new strategy. Is if no one can decide, I'll just tell Minnie that there's someone to kill, and then she'll like help. She'll be on my side.
All right, so you guys are all wandering over to the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did we dig up? Can we have dug up all of the other stuff that we had?
Yeah, I was trying to say I have to like unearth all the armor. So yeah, I can do that.
You do realize that now you guys look like the bandits rolling in from out of town.
Jesus.
All right, yeah, you roll up on the Sleeping Giant Inn. You just like clank, 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 clank.
We should listen before we just barge in.
Do you want me just to take out my staff and just run in there and do the chicken thing again?
Surprisingly, it did work well last time, but no chickens were summoned, so that's unfortunate.
Another time then. Another time.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Is there
let's-
anything around this place, like a wagon or anything that we can offload everything into?
No, you've like kind of like stitched a couple of like red brand like capes and stuff into like a makeshift drag, like a makeshift sledge, and you're just like dragging this shit behind you.
Oh, you guys, there's a really good ditch on the back end of this building that you could probably put this in. No one would ever find it.
It's very comfortable.
This is not the time for a nap, Ciros. Okay, we have things to do.
All right, I'm just gonna go in. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go in because I really need to shower.
Yes, me too. And they
Where
had
is
like
Grok?
some put plus. I love very good shampoo.
The one thing that you do know is those red brands had fucking dope hair, so you can guess that there's some fucking bitchin' products somewhere in this place.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I listen at the door.
You just hear the sound of sadness.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds normal.
All right. Then I open the door and proceed to go in.
Yeah, you're good. It's empty. It's like it's
Cool.
yeah. There's
All
just like the aftermath of everything that you've done already.
Right. Well, I carefully walk through that and go back to the washroom in the back.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
start
I think we just all
removing, scrubbing up off the blood.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I want to do that too. I think we should all do it.
Okay.
does anyone want to
Miro
go
and
through
you.
some of the documents and things we found? Minnie, I have a book that's in Dwarven. Maybe you can take a look at this. Did you find anything in Glassstaff?
Oh yeah, I
office?
found all these papers that I was calling over to you about too. Yeah.
Serious, do you really think it's the
Go
best
in.
time when we're covered in blood?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not covered in blood. I'm just really tired.
okay, well that's nice for you,
All right,
but
well, give me the papers and I'll give you the book.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna take a
Don't have
plus a -2 to charisma until they wash and take care of themselves.
Okay, so
Here's,
we're
Cyril,
good.
I'll do this, and I just take my entire backpack and I empty everything in it out on the table, and I keep the sword on, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go shower.
Including the thing that you were trying to hide, the folio.
no, she gave it to
No,
me.
that's on Grok.
Oh
No,
right.
so I
Yeah.
can, this is everything. So all the papers in there, you can find it there, Ciros.
Can we identify like as the magic users anything on that sword? Like, how obvious is the magic in it?
It's just it's a magic sword.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you want to do like an Arcana check, by all means.
I want to do an Arcana check on the sword then. Yeah,
Is Minnie gonna let you inspect it? It's currently on her belt.
that's true.
You can touch it, but you can't take it out.
That's fine. Actually, Ciros, you know magic better than I do. Do you want to try?
I don't know, Minnie, you want to dump it on the table with everything else?
You can touch it while I'm wearing it. It's okay.
I have no use of the sword. You want me to look at it or not?
I walk over and show my hip to you.
Okay, I'll do an Arcana check while it's on her. I'll pull it out if I can.
Okay.
That's there you go. Not 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So while you were thumbing around on the desk of that wizard's desk in that kind of apothecary area when you were trying to find Glassstaff, you were kind of rifling through stuff, and something caught your eye now that you look back on it, which was a sword, and it had the name Talon on it. You kind of like hold the hilt close to your face, and you see the like blade catch, that kind of like that C thing that's right below the actual sharp blade that's designed to like catch other swords on it as they're sliding down, is in the shape of an eagle. I'm just trying to explain it to people that don't know what it is, but okay. It is in the shape of an eagle with like outswept wings, and you see the pommel gem is just like a single straight talon coming off of it, and you know that the sword is actually something called Talon. You kind of like reef through the papers that you were looking at that you collected, and you see that this was a hero's sword, something that was usually only spoken about in myth. And it belonged to a knight known as Blackhawk, who was killed fighting orcs many, many hundreds of years ago, and this was thought to be lost. And it is a +1 silver longsword. And what that means mechanically is, if you're fighting something that can only be damaged with magic, this sword will attack something that, like, this sword can do damage to something that is magically resistant. And it also gives you a +1 to everything. +1 to your damage, +1 to your rolls, etc. So it is an extremely expensive and powerful weapon. So good job, Minnie, taking the hint and going to look for it.
I actually knew this Black Hawk, and he's gone down since I knew him.
You knew him personally?
Yes, him and his friend Orlando, but they've really, things have really gone down since I knew Black Hawk.
I thought you were probably very old.
Yes, I'm about 18. I think I'm pretty old.
All right, Minnie, I'll tell you what. You get this one, we get the next one. How's that work?
Yeah.
I put my hand out to shake.
Yes.
Great,
make
I'm
myself
fine with
some
this.
beer. I pour myself a mug of beer to drink.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
There's a
that's
finger bone
very
that you cut off
helpful.
floating in it.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, are we all cleaned up? Can we go shopping now?
Can we count out the money? Just,
All right.
Are you guys washing up? Are you all washed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
Honestly.
Miro and I did.
All right.
Rob too.
Yeah. So you would like to, you want to know what you found in the
Yep.
pit? Okie dokie. You kind of like do an inventory of everything, spread it across a table, and you count 160 silver pieces, 120 gold pieces, 5 malachite gems of some degree of value, 2 potions of healing, and a scroll of augury.
Could I take one of those potions?
Sure.
It tastes kind of like Kool-Aid.
Did you say 160 silver, 125 gold?
Yep, 120 gold.
120,
Are
sorry.
we splitting it 6 ways so Donk can have a fair share, or 5 ways?
Donk is in the bathroom and is not overhearing this conversation.
I think
Yeah, we should just
split
pay
it 5 ways.
We should
And then
do a performance review first.
I really think, if Donk needs anything, we'll
Donk
happily
wanders
buy
in
it for
from
him,
the
but-
bathroom. He's got a towel around his neck and he's holding it like he just got out of the gym, the gym showers. And he's like, "I think I know what I'm gonna do with my share."
Donk, your share. We're gonna let you keep all of the clothes that you looted for us in the pit. Congratulations.
I'm gonna roll a quick intelligence check.
Can
For
I
that.
wait?
start
Can I
clapping.
roll to hit Dane?
You can absolutely roll to hit Dane,
Okay, do that.
but you.
Can I roll to hit Dane too?
Can I do it too?
I want to let this. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead, hit me.
everybody, roll for initiative.
No.
Unfortunately, I only got an 8 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, well, you bounce off my armor.
I am actually going to just take the opportunity while he's being hit by Grok to try to steal some of his gold.
So
Who-
I'm like diving.
I feel like we're regressing. I don't know.
Donk is staring at all of this, and he rolls an 18, and his face gets a little crestfallen as he realizes what's happening, and then watches you all just start to argue like parents at the dinner table. And are you actually going to try and steal gold?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Everybody else roll a perception check.
Wait a minute. He's trying to do this while we're fighting.
I was trying to
standing
do it
right
while
there in
he
the
was
light.
being hit by Grok. Okay. I got a
20, not natural 20, but a dirty 20.
With disadvantage because you're standing in a well-lit room with everyone staring at you.
Oh, dang. But they were distracted.
Oh, one of them was.
The second one was a 1, but I get to re-roll one of the two.
Oh, that's true.
Choose to roll the 1. And the second one is a 15. Wait,
Yeah.
yes, it's-
Well, DeGrock also got a 20, so yeah, multiple people saw you do this, including Donk.
What about sleight of hand?
Well, I don't say anything.
I'm not going to say anything either.
Did I actually steal it, though?
I mean, like, I feel like Dane, there's a good argument to be made that he wasn't paying attention. If everybody else sees,
Can I grab it out of Miro's hand?
do you want to do opposing dexterity checks?
Sure.
And
Let's
since the rogue gets to pick what he rolls, he can roll sleight of hand or dexterity.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna roll sleight of hand. Wait, is this against zeros?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
Fuck.
That's gonna be a 25.
Fine.
Oh yeah, you can flip it out of Cirros's hand and then also do the worm if you feel like it.
I do. Just to add insult to injury.
Okay, wait, what? How much were you trying to take?
Just tell Miro you're gonna get yourself killed.
Miro,
It's like
how
one
much?
gold piece.
Yeah, you managed to swipe. Okay, I'm just gonna make this random. 1 to 10, it's a silver. 11 to 20, it's a gold. Fucking A, it's a 15. Take your gold piece, you son of a bitch.
Okay, I'm adding one to my inventory.
I've removed one from mine, but how long until I get to notice my money slowly disappearing?
I mean, you saw
him one
Ciro
time.
jump for something in his hand. You can be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
I'd
what the
say-
fuck was that? Because I've caught him trying to steal before.
Miro just took a gold piece from you. You know, alone, I'm sure.
Donk looks sad. His ears droop a little bit, and he wanders out of the room.
No,
Hey guys, we gotta split the money with Donk.
Yes.
No, gems and stuff is a little too complicated, but let's let him have his 20 gold piece so he can buy
Yes.
something pretty.
That's right. Thank you, Minnie. We need to split it evenly. Or we need to kill Dane. I'm not sure.
I hexed Miro for stealing a gold, and I will hex him on dexterity.
Does he have a saving throw?
No, he doesn't.
You just hex him?
Yeah, he loses a dexterity for an hour until I dispel it.
You guys are really making this kind of traumatic for me, but yeah, okay, you hex Miro.
And he totally knows it because I have to say a bunch of shit and move my hands.
But
and
so describe it. What happens?
I'll read it.
No, you describe it. You tell me what happens when
like
you
that.
see Miro, and then like what happens.
I make hardcore eye contact with Miro.
Oh my.
Because he's Ciro told me he stole a gold. So I just mumble something and wave my hand, and a purple wave hits Miro, and he feels himself being less nimble.
Oh, so this is I actually get disadvantage on ability checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks made with dexterity.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm about to suck at everything I was good at.
Yeah, you're maybe like jokingly flipping the coin like across your knuckles, like, you know, someone in like a fucking James Bond thing, and then suddenly you're just like, ugh, and the coin drops from your hands as like you just kind of feel like a little unsteady. There's like a little purple mist that kind of floats off of your skin. And you just feel a little less fleet of foot.
I pick up my coin.
Well, this is
I
healthy.
lean in to Miro and tell him if he tries to steal from me again, I'm using my sword next time.
Does that require a spell slot, by the way?
It does. I don't have a spell slot anymore.
Okay, and
That's how
also
you
this
spend it.
requires concentration. I just want you to.
I know. Well, I wasn't gonna let it last forever. It only lasts an hour anyway.
That's true.
So if somebody surprises Dane, then okay, I just want everybody to like take a minute and really visualize this. You're all standing around a circular table. There's a pile of fucking gold on it. Miro tries to steal something off of it. There is a depressed goblin who sees that you're trying to cut him out of the deal, out of the gig. And then right as you get caught stealing the thing, the fucking evil paladin turns over, holds his hand up, and then casts a fucking curse on you. So that you're not going to be able to use your most important skill if anything bad happens for the next hour.
I'd like to point out that I feel like that's exactly what an evil paladin would do if someone was fucking
I'm not
with it.
fighting you on any of it. I just want you to like you know in the movies where you're just like, why can't you all get along when the job is complete, but there's the one guy who's just a little bit too on edge.
All right, let's just split this up and get the hell out of here.
Grok, here's 20 gold and 26 silver for Donk, if you could go catch him, and then here's another bit for you, and same for everyone else.
20 and what?
20 gold and 26 silver.
Perfect.
Alright, so I think this is where I leave the goblin I collected in the cave, who's narcoleptic. So I'll just...
You just throw him on the table with all the gold and everything. You just saddle him onto the table, just like.
I guess. Just like, here, does anyone want this intern?
Okay, yeah, you throw him on the table, like you take your you clip off your baby Bjorn in the front, and then just like right onto the table. And yeah, as he kind of like he lands, he kind of shakes a little bit, his eyes flicker open, and he's like, what?
Oh, now you're awake. Now we don't need your help at all.
Are you like leering over him, threatening him?
Not trying to be threatening, but like, can't help it. I'm like a really scary turtle. So, basically, I don't really care about this goblin anymore. And I just want.
Are you okay? I'm gonna do this. This is the last time I'm gonna do this forever. Okay, so pay very close attention. Someone told you that there was a goblin who might know where Craggaw Cave is inside the thing. Are you sure you want to blow off this goblin?
I forgot all about that.
This is why you should take notes.
Hey, buddy, hey, how's it going?
Tell me what you do, Miro.
Did you get a good night's sleep? You feeling all right?
His eyes get all big and like looks like he's gonna cry, and he like kind of bites his lower lip. He's like,
That's good. Yeah. So, did you have any scary dreams or anything? Miro's here for you.
He's like, he kind of like pokes his head out like he wants a scritch.
Like he wants a what?
Scritch.
What is that? Like a scratch on the head?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Like a
oblige,
scratch.
but like, yeah, no, I oblige. I scratch his head.
Okay. He's like,
So, do you know is there anything you feel like sharing with the group?
I'm a chronic masturbator.
Okay. Well, maybe something less disgusting. Maybe, do you happen to know we're looking for a place called Cragmaw Castle?
Okay, well, it's a good thing you didn't curse your charisma. Are you gonna kill me?
No. Look at Donk. See, Donk is our intern.
Donk is sleeping in the other room.
Okay, well you saw him. No, maybe you didn't see him. Hey, look, we have a goblin intern. We're not just gonna kill any goblin.
He like his eyes start drifting around the room and all the blood from like the previous encounter, and like you see panic starting to set in a little bit.
Don't worry about that. That was a long time ago. We were just remodeling.
He starts to freak out a little bit.
Shh. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just
Do a persuasion
Yeah.
check.
Okay, let's see. Wait, persuasion. It's gonna be an 11.
Can I help?
Sure. You can also roll persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me! Okay, well, what do you do? You jump in. You see Miro kind of flailing a little bit. You see him kind of like tensing up like an animal about to run. And then what do?
I push Miro aside and I hold out a gold piece, and I say, "See this? Tell us what we want to know.
His
You can
eyes,
have this.
his eyes swell up, and he goes, "What do you want to know?"
Have you heard of a place called Cragmar Castle?
He shakes his head. No.
Do you know a man named Glassstaff?
That's weird though, because I do know of a Cragmaw castle. I never would have thought that.
Right.
Yes. Learn how to pronounce it right.
Very little creatures. Yeah, he nods. He's like, I know Cragmaw Castle.
Can you tell us how to get there?
He like looks at you all, and yeah, he's like, I can keep the gold,
Certainly.
and you're not gonna kill me.
Nope.
No. Heavens no.
Are you guys actually gonna kill him?
No.
I have no intention of killing him.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna let Donk decide what he wants to do with the goblin. 'Cause it's his person after all.
Yeah. So as he kind of like, he kind of reaches out and he just like kind of tests. Do you let him take the coin out of your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he takes the coin out of your hand and then he kind of just stands up on the table. And you see him kind of like pull his collar back a little bit, like he's wearing kind of like a cloak. That's kind of like, it's like black. It's far too nice for a goblin to be wearing. It's like chased with like silver thread that's like running through it, and it kind of shimmers a little bit as he moves. It's almost kind of difficult to tell how big he is when he's wearing it. When he pulls the collar aside, he kind of dips it into an interior pocket. And as he does so, you can see like a clasp at the top of his tunic, which is like a very fine woven silk. You can see a very small pendant in the shape of a black spider. And he says, he just holds out his hand. He's like, map.
Do we have a map?
No, but if you want to give him like a piece of parchment or something.
Yeah, sure. If I have one.
Yeah, you open your desk, you frantically look for a bic.
Shit.
You take it, and it almost seems like he's like kind of forgotten you're there, and he stands over it, and he rolls out this map on the table, and he kind of like maybe takes like a piece of like charcoal that you hand him, and you can see him drawing frantically on the map for a minute, and he draws the Tribor trail that you came in on. He kind of shows like the road, and he like labels it, and he like draws a little circle that says Phandalin. And then off to the north in the woods, he kind of draws like a little area, and then he like draws like a really crude kind of like sand castle turret, and then circles it, and he's like, Cragmaw. He's like, follow the river, 3 days, turn left at the Big Rock waterfall. And he's like at the base of the Black Mountain. And he stands up.
Yeah.
Another intern.
Can I search this goblin just to see what he's got going on?
Oh, you're just gonna grab at him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna frisk him.
Well, I think.
Can I
Roll
I
a
stop
dexterity
Dane
check.
from doing that?
Are you still? It's roll a dexterity check, Dane.
All right.
Good.
6.
He if you just start groping for the goblin, he like slaps your hand away and jumps off the table and then ducks underneath it and makes a break for it. You freaked him out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to stop him.
Yeah. Same.
There's
Are
more
you
gold.
gonna try and reassure him, or are you gonna try and like put your hand out?
I'm trying to reassure him.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
God damn it.
Wait.
It was on. Well, that's only a.
All right, he's bolting. He rolled a 20.
Still an 8.
He's rolling a
Wait,
20.
can
You guys can roll dexterity checks if you get above a 20, but other than that, he's going to be out the door.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me see it there.
That's only a 15.
Yep, he with Dane reaching up to grab him, he's freaked out. He thinks you're going to kill him or do something bad to him, so as you reach for him, he kind of like jumps back, jumps on the table, and then flies off through the door, kicks the door open, and then disappears. And he is now gone.
Can I
Great
roll the
job,
hit
guys.
again?
Smooth move, buddy.
No, I
Alright, so can we go to the mall?
Can I look over these papers that Minnie gave me? Or that Minnie dumped on the table?
Yeah, they are papers.
Awesome.
So
But they were-
there's a bunch of various things like inventory of red brands. You can see like duty cycles, people kind of coming in and coming out. Like there's inventory lists, so you can see like crates in, crates out, spice, salt, linen, vinegar, all this various stuff that they've been inventorying, and you can tell that like Glassstaff is a very like regimented, disciplined guy. And you can see like these various kind of tree and leaf graphs and like all these different things that he's kind of like sorted out. And you can see that like there's a lot of things in the plus column, but there's also a lot of stuff in the minus column. When you were in this dungeon, you didn't see half as much stuff as was on this stuff. So you get the feeling that like maybe they sold it, maybe they were sending it somewhere else, but all the things that they were stealing from this caravan, they were disappearing. And then make an investigation check.
Who?
Whoever's looking through the stuff.
Can I give myself guidance?
If you want to, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are we going to be here a while? Because I'd really like to just go
God.
take a little rest in the back room.
Yeah, if you want to.
That's really bad. That's still only.
You don't find
Investigation,
anything
yeah.
too incredibly important. Anybody else can look through it if they want to.
Okay.
I'm going to take a
I kind of
short
point
rest.
out what I found. If anybody else wants to look at it, they can.
I glance at it and just nod, so it looks like I paid attention.
Okay. Anybody else gonna look at all the paperwork and stuff?
Yeah. Wow, that's just really amazing. Yeah, I totally agree with your assessment.
I mean, nothing too interesting, really. Just an inventory of things. I mean,
Totally what I found as well.
I mean, look, he's selling this stuff to somebody, right? Like, this isn't just disappearing. The goblin might
You
have told
guys
us
really
more.
aren't gonna take a closer look at it? It seemed so important.
Fine.
Minnie, you want to take a look?
I can't read this language.
You can
What is
read
it?
common. It's common language.
Oh, I can?
Yeah. You are. It's the language you are currently speaking with everybody else.
Oh,
I have a
boy,
book
am
that
I a
only you can
dum-dum.
probably read.
Yeah, and also he has the book that Minnie can read if she feels so inclined.
Oh,
I
okay.
did try to
what-
give it to
what
her.
Am I rolling to see?
Just investigation check.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the smartest at this stuff.
16. You got a 16? So at the very bottom of the pile of papers, something that kind of Ciros didn't necessarily look over. What you find a little odd is there's like what looks to be kind of just like it's a little wooden dowel, maybe about an inch across, maybe only about like a centimeter high. And it's been gouged and fucked up, and you can tell it's a wax seal. And it's like, it looks, even though it's kind of like, it's really weather worn and beaten up, it looks really similar to the tattoo that Sildar had on his arm when you found him in the Cragmaw hideout.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. You guys, check this out. I don't know what this means about Sildar.
Oh my. Oh, well, he was always a bit of a shit.
If Minnie is relaying this to us, can we think back to if this looked like it was fresh on him or if it was older?
The tattoo, he was not trying to hide at all. He seemed to be very proud of it. Like it's like one of those things. Like he was always like, you know, like how dock workers will like roll their sleeves up and they'll have like the anchor like tattooed on their forearm with like the rope around it and stuff. It's like that. He was like wearing it like that.
Okay, so it's not a new tattoo.
No, it's a very old tattoo.
What if Sildar was working with the baddies?
I'm wondering, what if Yarno is Glassstaff? I mean, Sildar has been looking for his wizard friend, right? If this is in his possession, perhaps they were part of the same order.
You think we should ask Sildar, or would that be dangerous to share it with Sildar?
We should just ask outright. I'm sure he'll be honest and.
Perhaps we should ask.
forthright.
Perhaps we should show this to him, but not necessarily told him where we got it. I don't know.
We could always have Dane just torture him.
Christ.
Can I also just take a short rest so that I can get a hit die?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like everybody has to agree to a short rest because it's like 4 hours of sleeping. But
I thought it was one. I thought it was like 1 or 2 hours.
no, you're right. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour. I misspoke. It's 1 hour.
All right.
I mean, I thought that's what I was already doing, so.
I thought that's what you were doing too. So wait,
Sure.
it's like one? It's 1d6 plus your proficiency?
Constitution, I believe.
Constitution, yeah.
Constitution. Oh. Okay. So, oh, nice. Okay, I got 7. So I'm almost
Sexy.
So we all took a short rest?
full. Yeah.
No, I don't need to. Just stay awake.
Yeah, I don't need to either.
Alright. But
Said a 1d6. Oh, not me. It's different for everyone, right?
It's whatever
Yeah,
your
it's
hit
different.
die
Yeah,
is.
it's your hit dice.
You're a barbarian. You should have a lot.
You should have D12,
Yeah.
and I think you get as many levels as you have, so you can roll 3
Yeah.
if you want.
if on you click on the short rest on your D&D Beyond, it'll show you what your hit die is. Are you guys gonna be talking while Miro, Minnie, and I are all sleeping, or
Yeah.
can we?
I mean,
come
if you're
back
all just
into
gonna
the
pass
room?
time, like, you know, if you're just like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go take a quick short rest. Let's head out and then go try and
Let's go to
find.
the mall.
Does
Okay.
anybody mind if I snag that scroll of augury that we found? I think
I
might
don't.
want to use that.
Also, while we're talking scrolls here, you can have the Charm Person and Firebolt scrolls too, since I think you're the only one that can use them at the moment.
I think I can use Charm Person.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
Would you-
very charming.
Would you like to have the scroll?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
What about this other healing potion?
I'll take the other one though, the scroll of fireball.
Firebolt.
Was it firebolt or fireball? Because firebolt is my cantrip.
Oh, maybe it was Fireball then. I don't know.
It was.
All right, and just for the purposes of just instruction, so if you find something like a symbol or something, you could do something like a history check,
Ooh.
right? So it's like
Oh,
you like if you
I
find
was-
something that's more contextual and you want to know something about the area or like something that's like, you know, because it's like if you come upon like a, you know, a big building, like let's say in like real life you came upon a Mason lodge, like a Masonic lodge, and you saw that symbol. You basically, like a history check is like thinking back to all the things you've heard of before. You're like, oh yeah, like I know what that symbol is, duh, and like put 2 and 2 together. So like
okay.
in the future, if you see something like that, go ahead and roll those kind of checks, or just ask me if you can roll like some kind of check like that.
Gotcha. I had assumed that tattoo was like part of the order he was a part of.
The Lords.
I
Lords
guess,
of...
I guess
The Lord's
so much
Alliance.
in that
Lord's
kind of-
Yeah,
Alliance,
but
yeah.
like
Yeah,
I
Lord's
basically
Alliance.
like this is gonna be the last game where I try and put 2 and 2 together for you guys. So if something is curious, like if you're like, oh, I don't know what that is, but it kind of feels like it's a plot point or something, look at your character sheet and be like, you know what, let me check it. Let me do a history check or like an animal handling check or something, you know, that seems like context specific. And then I'll tell you if it's like something you can do or not, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
With that in mind, can I do a history check on that symbol?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So that is 19.
Oh yeah, that's the fucking symbol of the Lord's Alliance.
Okay. Gotcha. So,
should we see if Soldar's at the inn then? Now that we're kind of rested up, or do we go right back in?
No,
Real
we're
quick.
going to the
We're
mall.
going to the mall. We're going
real
to
quick,
the mall.
can I have Minnie look at this book that's in Dwarven before we do that?
Sure, if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a book of Dwarvish symbols.
It's very
Right.
ornate, if I recall correctly.
Extremely
Yes, and
ornate.
in a steel cage or something like that.
Make any sense to me?
Yeah, if you like read through it and like everybody's just kind of like hanging out around the table, you know, people are drinking, they got their feet up, they're like counting their gold or whatever. You find, you find some information about something, wave echo cave, something Lightbringer, something forge of spells. And if you want to like kind of figure out a bit more about it, you would have to like, as you go to sleep tonight, do a more in-depth check.
Wave Echo Cave, Forge of Spells. What?
And something
right.
Lightbringer.
Well, why don't you hang on to it, Minnie, since you're the only one that can actually read it among us.
Okay, I'll let you know what I read.
Yeah, just to, again, this is like last hand holding thing. Wave Echo Cave is the thing that Sildar told you guys about at the very beginning.
Yep.
That he and
Right.
and
Also,
the other
keep
guy.
Isn't
Find
that
that-
where like they make magic stuff with the forge or whatever?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know, his dwarven friend said that he had found it.
Keep
We
in
should
mind that if
definitely.
you
Oh, go ahead.
learn something and you don't tell us all, then we won't know
Yeah, it's very important. So like,
as well.
from a game perspective, you need to be like very conscious about like if you ever heard me saying it to somebody but you weren't in the room, you don't know that information.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is there anything that you guys want me to read up on more about Wave Echo Cave or Lightbringer or Forge of Spells?
Maybe just take a look over the book when you have time later.
Okay. Right.
All right, so shopping time.
To the mall. Let's sell all of our
Let's go to the
gear.
mall.
Yeah, can I hang on to that dowel and let's go take a look at Sildar?
Yeah,
I-
sure.
don't care about
Let's not
shopping.
leave anything here because you guys know that Goblin's gonna go tell anyone who's left back at the manor that everything about us and where we are.
As you
Yeah,
pick up
that's
the kind of like piece of papyrus that he like charcoal scribbled across on, it is extremely detailed, surprisingly detailed. Like maybe this is something that he has to know for a very specific reason.
Okay. I'd like to hang
Alright.
on to that. I know I was joking about the ditch, but I mean, hey, I was there for how long?
I don't know,
Okay.
a couple hours.
So do you guys head to Barthen's Provisions?
Yes.
I guess so.
Uh,
Dude, Donk is rich for a goblin.
Yeah.
Is anyone tracking his money? Because we've given him other money too.
I'm tracking his money.
Okay, so you alright. You
Yeah.
put in his gold and silver.
Donk's gonna end up buying
did
Grok.
you guys
sooner or
pay
later.
Donk?
So,
We did pay
Mall?
Donk. Yes.
anyone? Anyone?
Yeah, small.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
And
excellent.
Malachite, do we just sell
As much
it or
as I
is it
love the
sell
sleeping
thing?
giant, we've been here for we've spent a lot of our lives here.
Is malachite just a thing we sell, or is it a magic ingredient?
Malachite? Malachite is like a precious gem.
So we should just sell it.
Yeah, it's like it's unless you're planning on doing much alchemy.
Okay.
All right. Well, don't we have a few things to sell? I believe we have like
We have a lot to sell. We have 9 studded leather armor. We have 4 short swords, a ring that's valuable, 5 malachite, 5.
Okay, hold the
carnelians.
fucking phone here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay.
So goddamn focused on money. It's ridiculous.
I'm just thinking that like we
I-
just have a lot of stuff.
As a paladin, you really are into cash. Okay. All right, yeah,
You should be a raider, man. I mean, come on. It's all about the money.
you roll up on Barthens, and then like you find that kind of like doddering old man who's just like, oh yes, hello, holy fuck, you guys are just whoa, damn, y'all seen some shit in the last 2 days, huh?
Not really.
You're just gonna play it super cash.
She doesn't speak for all of us.
My God, man, there's a bugbear. It was 5 times the size of a man.
There were 4 bugbears.
Sure.
There were 8 bugbears, and they were all giant. They were bigger
Martin
than normal
Wolf.
bugbears.
Listen, Barthen will not remember in 5 minutes.
All right, Barton, what do you got back there?
I mean, I have some whiskey for when I get lonely, but what do you mean?
All right, hook me up with the potion of healing.
I run a pedophile ring out of the back, but you know, whatever.
It's not something you should tell
Wait,
people.
what?
Yeah, it's a pizza shop.
Oh, I heard about that. That's real?
Yeah, totally. Hey, you guys ever heard of my friend Gundren Rockseeker? I think you'd really get along with him.
Oh, God.
Has Gundren's brother been by in the last day? He said he
Oh,
was supposed to be coming into town, right?
yes, Gundren does have a brother.
Have you seen him? lately?
Gundren has a brother. I haven't met him yet.
You
All
said
right,
you
all
had
right,
His
Barthen.
brothers, 2 brothers that were here. Never mind, Barthen.
Barton, focus. Okay, do you have any finesse weapons?
Finesse weapons?
Nero,
Yes.
they're
I have like rope and picks and like sluices.
We're at the wrong place. We should be at
Are you sure you're not a pedophile?
Can I,
I forget
okay.
her name.
Can
It
I
starts
have a
with an
potion
L.
of healing, please? Please, sir.
I'm not a fucking apothecary.
Okay, shit. Okay.
So
I
go
think this
if
is
you
really bad.
so basically
Sorry.
like go to your handbook and check like the adventurer's equipment section, and like that is what this guy has, right? He has like, you know, he has like a like basic equipment. He has like slings for like hunting game. He has bedroll, like maybe like some bells for signaling, like some sacks if you have like horses and stuff. This is a frontier town. He has like, you know, he has like 500 gold in the till and like ladders, you know.
Okay.
Does he
Can
have
we?
Alchemist's Fire?
What is that? Does he have
Barthen,
what?
Do you have Alchemist's Fire?
I sure do.
Wonderful.
Oh,
How
I guess
much?
I need, like spell components, huh?
Yeah, it's like he kind of like hold on a second. He like pulls out an inventory sheet. He's like, wow, I've had this for like 20 years. He like reaches under the desk and he like really gets in deep and he kind of pulls out this
Stuff
thing.
lasts forever.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's basically crude oil, right? He's like, it's 50 gold pieces.
I'd like to buy some caltrops if you have any.
Oh, I got some of those.
I'll take 2 bags.
That'll be 2 gold pieces. I'm not sure why I have these. It's kind of like ninja gear, but you know. I went a little crazy on Sky Mall one day.
Who hasn't?
Grok, do you have a Druidic Focus? Because maybe you should buy one of those.
What do you mean?
Lets you cast spells without material components. It looks like he has one here. A sprig of mistletoe.
Where do we see this? Is this just the general
I'm-
shop?
Page,
You know,
page
I'm
150.
I'm wondering if that staff could act as one. the chicken
Yeah.
stuff. You know?
I'm good.
Yeah, so I would say something like a druidic focus is something he has to have a personal relationship to. You can't just be like, I'll take this twig and this is my druidic focus.
It does say wooden staff, though. Maybe you could learn that chicken staff and turn it to your will.
Yeah, if you want to take some time and try to commune with the spirits of the chicken staff.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll just commune right here. And I just kind of close my eyes and hold on to it, and I start just pointing at things. Like there's a bedroll. I try to flap.
Okay, you pointed at a bedroll. Roll a d20.
Okay. Okay. 14.
That turns into a Patagonia 0-degree backcountry sleeping bag.
All right.
And then down flies everywhere, but you have no idea what that is. And then Barthen looks at you and goes, "What the fuck did you do to my bedroll?"
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna point at Barthen's pants again.
Would you like to continue selling stuff to Barthen?
Yeah, sorry. I guess I hesitate last minute.
That bedroll will be 1 gold piece, young master.
Yeah, that seems fair. I'll take 1 gold piece for it.
Okay. Go get whatever the fuck that is, I guess.
All right. I'll take the bedroll for Donk.
Okay. All right, it doesn't come with a good stuff sack, just FYI.
Are you in the market for any studded leather or short swords? Fine gems?
That might be more of Lioncaster's game unless you got a good price on it.
I don't. They're high-end gear, you expect reasonable market wages.
Let me see them.
Okay. I show him the equipment.
Do you just throw a sack of bloodied and slashed up armor on the counter?
No. Clearly we left the sack outside. You can go out and look at it.
I think if you want to sell me stuff, Sonny, you can show me what you got to sell.
All right. Well, I take the cleanest looking of the armor and I put it on the desk.
Okay.
Counter.
He looks it over and he's like, "How many got?"
We have 9.
He kind of pokes at it and prods at it a little bit, and he's like, "I'll give you, let's say, 40 gold pieces for the whole sack."
Anybody know if that's a good deal or not?
Just say yes.
Unless you wanted to do comparison shopping and come back.
I think we're gonna go to Lioncaster and see what they might want to offer for it.
Sure, be my guest.
All right. Well, apparently I have nothing to sell here.
Are we done here?
Yeah. Can I walk across the street and go to the armor shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where am I
Yeah.
going to get?
I'd like to look for Sildar.
I'm trying to find
you guys
copper, a bit of copper wire for the spell. And I don't.
Yeah, you can find some copper wire there.
I'd like a bit of your finest copper wire.
Copper wire. One second here.
I can't find it in the adventure like this.
Yeah, we'll just play it by ear.
Also, does that go away when I cast the spell?
Theoretically, yes. We'll start doing all the somatic, verbal components and stuff later. But
Okay, well, I just want to get enough. I'd like to buy a good bit.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so he kind of pulls out. He's like, "Oh, copper wire, yeah." He kind of reaches under the counter and pulls out a little bit. It's good for stitching wounds. That'll be 10 gold pieces.
Well, I mean, we've known each other so long. I mean, could you cut me a deal?
Sure, 9 gold pieces and 9 silver.
Okay, fine. I give him 9. Wait, how many am I getting for doing that? Like, how many?
You're getting like
bits of
one
copper
big
wire?
spool of it. You know, it's like thin.
Okay.
Like it's like
Okay, cool.
antimicrobial, so they use it for like kind of like light stitching and stuff.
Okay, I give him 9 gold and 9 silver.
All right, cool. Yeah, he hands it off to you. And you want to go sell the like weapons and equipment and stuff over at Lion's Caster?
Sure,
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to like figure out if I need other components before we leave, but I'll just can we retcon?
Yeah,
it?
we'll just retcon it in whatever it is you want.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of like wander across the street to Lion Coster. And, you know, you see that kind of familiar face. Yeah, let's see. Linene Greywind. I believe she sounded something like, well, hey, y'all, welcome back. Man, y'all missed a hootenanny. And she, like, looks at you and, like, maybe like a little bit of crust around the kind of, like, your hairline. She's like, and perhaps we're the cause of it.
What
Is
did
that
you
a
hear?
goblin in your backpack?
No.
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Oh, wait a minute. You left Donk at Sleeping Giant. Never mind.
God damn it.
Never mind. Retcon that out. So, what can I do you for?
We have some things to sell. We've got some studded leather armor, for example. Are you interested?
Oh, do you now? Yeah, sure.
She still likes Dane, right? Like, because he was, like, charmed her with charisma last time.
Oh, right. Yeah, she kind of like bats her eyelashes at you, and she's like, yeah, sure. Oh, well, I guess if you cause a ruckus, I can't be too angry. Let me see what you got. You gonna try and sell everything?
Yeah, the 8 studded leather and the 4 short swords at least.
She can only just kind of inventories it a little bit, pokes around. She's like, well, I hope you don't bring ruin upon this village, because it looks like you done stirred up the hornet's nest with the red brands, but I guess I can give you 60 for everything.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Is the malachite in that bag or not?
That was just the armor and the short swords. I still have, or someone has the gems. Who was it that found the gems in the chest?
I believe that would be Minnie.
Oh, yeah, I got the 5 malachite. Didn't we find other gems?
Oh no, we did. We found it with the scrolls. So I had those. I had the 8 gems altogether.
Yeah, was it malachite or something else?
No, it was carnelians times 5, 2 peridot, and 1 pearl.
God, why do they give me all these fucking things to track? Okay.
Is the cost, I'm looking at like the equipment thing, and like, is it the same cost each way, whether we buy or sell?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's like, well, pleasure doing business with you, stud. And then she kind of like puts a stack of gold coins and slides it over from you. And then she
Hey,
like snaps her fingers, and the guards grab the bag of like leather and weapons. She's like, what else can I do you for?
So 60 gold. Do you have any full plate mail by chance?
She kind of like tilts her head a little to the side. She's like, y'all, you really want that stuff, stud?
I mean, if it's affordable.
She's like, you know what, to be honest, I actually don't know. Let me go check in the back. And she kind of like goes around and ruffles back a little bit. And she's like, I got a half plate. You got 750 gold on you, stud?
Is there any favors that we could do, or some sort of like work program that you might have?
She's like, you want to work for me for about 10 years at a peasant's wage?
No,
What about?
I guess I'll come back when I have the
If you
money.
want a special order, a full suit of plate, she like kind of like reefs through some like magazine pages, and she's like, if you got 1,500 gold pieces, I could hook you up. It'll take me about 2 years.
All right, well then we'll just come back to that later. Thanks for looking.
wait, but we've got all these gemstones. Maybe they're kind of close to the cost of a half plate.
She like cocks an eyebrow. She's like, unless you got a fucking king's crown, sweetie, I don't think I can help you out.
Because this pearl here is worth, if I was gonna buy it, for the peridot is about 500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Wait, what the fuck? What did you get and from where? You got what now?
We have one peridot.
Yeah, 2 of those actually.
2 peridot?
5 carnelians and 1 pearl.
Let me find the values of these.
I can't find the value of the armors. Is that in this book?
No, it's in the player hand guide.
Oh, that's where I'm looking.
If you go to D&D Beyond on the equipment.
Oh, that'll work. Thank you.
She's like, all right, Shug, hand me that over. Let me take a look. And like, if you give it to her, she kind of like looks it over. She pulls out like a little eyeglass and kind of eyeballs it a little bit. And she's like, that's very sweet of you, honey. This is a false peridot. I can give you about 5 GP. I can give you about 5 gold if you want to offload them here.
I don't trust.
Yeah, I'd like to do an insight check on her.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty sure we're friends with her.
It's true, but like, all of a sudden it's false, huh? Seems fishy.
Are you a jeweler?
No.
And just to be clear, each one of us, including Donk, just got 10 gold each, right? The armor.
Basically,
Yes.
I recommend you guys start a college fund for Donk.
I'm adding in my gold now. Just to...
You're keeping track of the money, right, Grok?
Yep.
All right, Dane, you get
you know what?
you get the vibe that she's not trying to fuck you. I mean, she's
All
like
right.
she's doing business, but she's not trying to be extremely duplicitous or anything.
Okay, what about the carnelians and the pearl?
She just kind of like smiles at you and she's like, Shug, I like you. I'm not really into materials and GMs and stuff. That's more of a miner's exchange kind of thing.
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Perfect. Well, we'll talk to them then.
Yeah,
just
I wish I
realized
could
that-
help you, but
I realized that I actually can wear studded leather armor and it's better than my current armor, and I somehow just realized that.
Yeah.
bummer.
I could have grabbed one of those crossbows too.
Does that mean that I have to buy it back from them?
At this point, yeah.
Well,
Just
did
kill
we?
another.
Let's
Red
just go
friend.
kill another red friend.
The problem is that there's just so much that would help you if you just retconned it backwards, so we kind of have to start truncating some of that stuff down.
Yeah. Well, I'm also kind of confused about spell components, honestly. So I'm not. I feel like I should be getting that stuff, but I don't really get it.
So with the spell components, as I understand it when I've read it, is like certain ones you just have to have it, but certain ones will say that the item is consumed in the spell. So that one you have to have multiple things, whereas the other thing you just basically have to have it as like a focus or something. Is that right?
Yeah, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter so much now because the spell components will not be expensive. Later on, it's like you will need a diamond for each time you cast a certain spell. So like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it
okay,
too much. We'll just be like, spend 15 gold pieces, get all your spell components. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get the So I know I need basically the ones for the the wire, copper wire, and I need the hideous laughter one. And then there's I need some crazy incense and herbs or something, and it's that one specifically says it's 10 gold pieces worth.
Yeah, she you can just be grab it from Barthen's probably. Something will work.
Okay. So how much gold should I be spending total? I guess I'll pay 10 to get the
Yeah, and I'll check how many charges that'll, like how many castings that will get you later on.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna add that stuff to my inventory. Well, okay. How much is a studded leather armor now that we sold them all to them?
Like, do you just ask her that?
Yeah. I guess I could.
She's like, Shug, just give me 5 gold pieces. I'll sell you one back. It's fine.
Thank you. That's quite kind.
I'm gonna give you the one with all the stab wounds in it. I think it's still perfectly fine armor, but
That's fine. That sounds like my style.
that didn't really look too good on the rack anyway.
Is it still damp?
Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of bodily fluid on this one.
I also can I sell you my old armor? It's just plain leather armor.
Sure, I'll give you like 2 gold pieces for it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, she takes it off your hand.
Excellent. Let's see. There we go. Woohoo. All right.
Well, all right. You guys need any more equipment? Anything for stabbing, skewering, slashing, and murdering? You know where to find me. And if you see that old rascal Sildar, you send him my way.
Wait, before we go, what's been happening in town the past day?
Well,
Yeah.
she's like, y'all didn't hear?
No, I don't. We've been out of town.
You know, I kind of figured you might have something to do with it, but yeah, some red brands, they attacked one of the farms down south, and you know, things have been a little on edge for a while now, but I guess that was the thing that just kind of, you know, kick the cow in the creek, as it were, and just everyone got in their panties in their britches, and like the pitchforks came out and stuff, but no one could find them, so everyone's kind of on edge. Like, I think there are a lot of the townsfolk are over at the inn debating what they should do next.
So they couldn't find what, the red brands?
No, they went to that weird house on the hill, and you know, they couldn't find anything, and then they went to talk to Quelline, but she looks like she run off with Carp. Guessed she probably had the death of scared of what happened to her, so they, you know, everybody's all riled up, probably get the liquor in them, and I don't know what they're gonna do next.
Right. Are they mad at anyone other than the red brands?
As far as I can tell, no. She kind of like narrows her eyes at you a little bit. I don't think.
Great. Thanks. That's everything then. We're just gonna go to the inn and hang out with our friends. Okay. And just slowly back up and out of the room awkwardly.
All right, cool. What do you guys do?
I'd like to look for Sildar.
Yeah.
Starting with the inn.
So basically, do you guys want to go to the inn and look for Sildar, or do you want to head to the Miners' Exchange?
I need to go get Dunk, and then I can meet you guys wherever you're headed.
I don't want to go to the Miners' Exchange yet, because we started shit with the red brands, even though we were told not to. So I'm going to go with Grok.
We were told not to.
Yeah, not to let it get back to them.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
it didn't
okay.
get back to them.
Well, alright, well. She scares me, alright?
Yes,
I-
I'm not really a fan.
Fair. I was told
No.
quite explicitly not to trust that woman, so
Minnie and I can go get Dunk. You guys go find Sildar, talk to him, get him drunk, whatever. Just figure out if he's good or bad.
Oh, get us a room at the inn too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll go with you in case you run into any trouble getting Donk.
Yeah, and then we'll meet you at the inn, where I'm sure Sildar is.
can I roll an insight check?
As to who?
Are they really gonna go get Donk?
You want to come with us? Yeah, we gotta go get Donk.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I don't want to go to town and see the townspeople.
They
I
just
think
sound really like they're not gonna do that.
Are you
I
guys
don't
actually
know.
intending to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we need
can't leave him there.
All right, yeah, I'm going with
Okay.
Minnie and Grok, and Miro and Sildar can go find Miro and Siros can go find Sildar.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, everybody. Here's a fun question. How do I get people in
Different places.
different fucking places?
Never split the party.
With your imagination.
Do 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 do. Let's see. I think I can do it this way. So who's coming to Stonehill?
I'm going.
All right. So Miro's coming.
And Siros.
I think Miro and Siros are going
Okay.
to the inn.
Cool. All right. So yes, we are. I guess everybody will resolve this all together. Might as well just make it everybody. Okay. Yeah. So I guess actually this is probably time for a different. You roll up on the tavern. And it is full of people that are like hustling and bustling. And as you kind of open up, you hear guys. You're like, "Oh, I think we should go handle it now." It's like no, we need a plan. And then like people are getting drunk, and they're like liquor's passing around. You can like when you see people's belts, they got like tons of like weapons and like maybe like old swords that they had buried in the field out back of their farm or whatever. You can tell that the energy is violent in this room.
Okay. Is Sildar anywhere to be found?
You cruise around and you kind of like see Sildar holding court in a booth around the corner, and he kind of like maybe has some of the town elders around him. You see him sitting next to like a couple of guys and maybe like a little cleaner, like kind of leather fatigues and stuff, as well as like a man in like a very nice padded doublet who's like, "Well, I believe we should practice caution is what I think." And then you see Sildar looks at him and kind of jabs a finger. He's like, "I think practicing caution is what got you into this problem here, bud. Probably should grow a sack of balls, eh?" And then he kind of sees you guys approach. He's like, "Oi, boys, what's up? How are you doing?"
Hey, Sildar, what's everyone up in the commotion about?
"Oh, just trying to figure out who to kill and where we can find them."
Isn't that always the case?
I know,
In
right?
particular, the red.
You can
bags,
tell that
or-
he's drunk as shit.
Okay. Fair.
Because you've heard before that Sildar is a bit of a drinker.
Hey,
Ew.
Sildar, can we have a little sidebar with you?
Oh,
Arrow here.
sure, you can have a full bar if you want.
Right. Sounds good to me.
That means you're buying, right?
Absolutely. As long
Excuse
as
me,
your
boys.
contract still stands.
And then like the guy in the kind of doublet looks up. He's like, I do believe these are the ruffians who've been causing this trouble. And he kind of bats the guy away. And he's like, "Oh, I should put it on the back burner there." And he kind of like ruffles his way out of the booth and walks up to you guys. He's like, "Oh, what can I do for you? You thought a bit more about me offer."
Yes. Well, I'm certainly on board. Everyone else seemed divided. Miro, how do you feel about it?
You know, I think it's a good idea, personally. Oh my god, Sildar, what? That's a beautiful tattoo. What is that?
Oh yeah, you like this one, bud? Oh, he kind of like rolls up his sleeve a little more to show it. Oh, he's like, "Lord's Alliance, 22 years been in the Lord's Alliance, best days of my life." He kind of like looks off into the distance. He's like, "Chad," and kind of shakes himself off. He's like, "Anyway, what? Yeah, you like? You want to hear? Oh, you want to hear some stories about my time in the Lord's Alliance? Pull up a seat."
I want to do
Sildar.
like an insight check to see if he seems genuinely like just to make sure that it's not that Lord's Alliance is like some shady shit.
That's a history check.
Oh, history check.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do a history check in that case. That's a 7.
You would know that even on a 7, like the Lord's Alliance is like the NATO of this frontier area. They're not clandestine. They operate above ground, like, you know, the town criers and stuff, like the various pamphlets and like news postings and stuff talk about like this week in the Lord's Alliance, push back the orcs on the eastern frontier, like that kind of thing.
Okay, all right.
Listen,
Personally, I'm interested.
Yeah, Sildar, I know I'm sure you're familiar with Glassstaff, the leader of the Red Brands.
You know, I'm kind of coming up to speed, bud, but yeah, he sounds like a real piece of work.
I mean, you never met the man, though.
I mean, he's a clandestine leader of a paramilitary organization. I don't think he's taken many. I don't think he's taken many free meetings. You know.
I'd like to put the dowel on the table that's got the tattoo seal.
You gesture at him, at it for him to take a look at.
Yeah.
His eyes like go wide and he picks it up. He's like, "Holy fuck! Where'd you find this?"
In the office of this Glassstaff.
He looks it over and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't bode well. What happened to Yarno? You find anything else?"
Well, I believe we have a lead on this Cragmob castle where we're quite certain that shit, I don't remember his name. Give me a second.
Oh, that's isn't that where didn't one of the guys, I think you beat the shit out of someone who said they took what's his face? Gundren.
Yeah, Gundren.
Right,
I believe
yes.
Gundren is there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How likely is it that someone would have this seal that wasn't a part of the alliance?
He has it clutched to his face and his eyes are kind of scanning and he's like, this would be what Yarno he sent his updates with before he went silent.
How long ago was that? Was that before the Red Brands started or after?
He's drunk, but you can tell he's like a career drunk, so he's still kind of got his wits about him.
Yeah.
And he like looks back at the booth a bit and he's like, about 3 months.
That lines up about right to me, doesn't it, for you?
He like his face gets like really, he just gets extremely sad. And he's like, it would.
Listen, Sildar, we've killed quite a few of these Red Brands so far, and we're a little banged up at the moment, but I think it might be best if you were to come with us to confront this man.
He's like he kind of like wavers a little bit, and you can see him kind of visibly suppress a hiccup. He's like, could I have a few hours?
I think we could all use some time to regroup.
He stares at the seal and he says, I'll get you and your boys a room. And he just kind of walks off into the crowd, and you can just see he's crestfallen.
Well, that went well.
Well, that went about as well as expected.
A drunken guy kind of comes up and puts his arm around Miro, and he's like, "Oh, you look like the kind of type that's in for a good rowdy time. I say we take the fight to them. What do you think?" And he like kind of rolls back. He's like, "Wait a minute, did you fuck my daughter?"
Wait, who's your daughter?
He's like, "No, it couldn't be."
I think you must be thinking of someone else. Weren't you talking about, some kind of adventure or sticking it to the man or something like that?
He's
Let's go
like,
back to that
you wait right here. Shelleen!
Hey!
All right, well, I'm just gonna
Jenny,
grab
get
my
over here!
then.
Oh, is that the guy who ran out on you last night? Is that the one, little short guy?
Hi, I just wave.
So you're just gonna hang out right there?
Cyros is just dumbfounded.
Yeah, you see over in the corner, you see,
Oh, it's him, pal!
and then guy looks down at you and he's like, "All right, little man. Looks like you be owing my daughter, you're gonna have to come by the house later and talk, huh?" And he like
Well,
plants a
we can
fucking
have a
fist the size of a ham on your shoulder and squeezes.
You know, she is lovely, and I would love to come by later. You know, I have to tell you that we have a group, and one of them is a giant turtle. She's not, he's a bit, well, I don't know if I can get them to agree, but if I have time, I would love to come by.
You see the guy bends over and gets right in your face. He's like, "You wouldn't be trying to run out on me, daughter. Now would you, boy?" You see his friends, like a bunch of massive burly miners, all turn and start to look at you.
Have you ever seen someone juggle knives before? It's quite a thing. You know, I grew up in the circus.
Roll a straight charm check, like a straight charisma check.
Alright, God. That's gonna be a 12.
He gets even closer and he's like, "I could give a flying fuck about the circus, boy."
You know, it's not for everyone. I understand.
He reaches down and he puts his hand around your coin pouch and snatches it off. Do you try and fight him?
Oh, can I? Okay, sorry.
I point at across the room, and I'm like, "Oh my god, is that Yarno?" And then
since he doesn't know who Yarno is, roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Oof. Okay. Oh no, that's not gonna be good.
that is gonna be a 10.
Okay. Well, since you didn't try to since you chose to try and deceive instead of dexterity that out of the way, he cleanly wraps his hand around your coin purse and snatches it off. And everything of value that you had, it comes with him. He's like, "You be coming by my house later, boy."
Oh, can I jump in? Since I'm sitting right there.
Yeah, but he's holding the purse and he tucks it into his vest.
I'm gonna try and intimidate this guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him, do you know who this man is? Do you know how many bread brands he's killed in the last day? How many of you attacked? How many of you defended? How many people have you kept safe in these last days?
Roll an intimidation check.
Fuck, please. Oh. 20. Dirty 20.
Two of the guys behind him look intimidated. He does not. And he kind of brustles up on you. He's like, "Boy, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you done the last couple days, but I know you got a fucking tavern full of miners that are pissed off. And if you know what's fucking good for you..."
I'm just gonna grab the money back from him.
Are you sure?
When you say it like that...
I'm just saying, you're an emotionally charged bar full of people looking for enemies to fight. They're all drunk, and they're all extremely tough.
Just a moment, lad. Is Elsa here? I would love to just chat with her if she's around.
No, you'll be having a chat with me. This is this is medieval times. It's not like a hit it and quit it kind of culture.
Right.
He's like, "You know what? I know you know where I live, so you be coming by tonight." And then he and his friends walk off unless you try and stop him.
Well, You know, I mean, it's not the worst second date I've ever been on.
Shit. Well, Nero, I did try.
I do appreciate that. That's very respectable.
You look over and you see Darren Edermath, the half-elf retired adventurer, is like smoking a pipe, looking at you, and just giggling to himself.
It's about to be expected, I suppose.
He kind of
Well,
inclines his head and holds his pipe up to you.
I sort of just subtly nod to him. Well, I suppose, you know, I should be. He didn't tell me what time. I'm just gonna get a drink in me just so I am ready for the exciting conversations that are to come. Excuse me a moment, and I go up to the bar and just like order an ale or something.
We'll say that one of the guys, he's like,
UW, you bulgy wolgy, hey man, you miss me,
I'll buy the drink for him.
hold on a second, sorry, I just got a chat notification.
Okay.
Hey Lucas, good to see you, man. Thanks. Yeah. So the guy, you know, the guy who runs the tavern, he when he sees you approach, you know, he kind of inclines his head and he's like, kind of leans over. He's like, "Hey, heard what you guys have been up to the last couple of days. I talked to Sildar and you guys got your rooms taken care of and you're drinking on me."
Thank you, sir. I could really use a stiff beverage right about now.
He just grabs an unopened bottle of whiskey from behind the bar and plants it in front of you, and he says, I heard what you did down at the farm, and I want you to know we all really appreciate it." And then we'll cut over to the Stonehill Inn. Or Sleeping Giant, rather.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right, you guys, Grok, who went with you?
Grok, Minnie, and Jane.
Okay. You guys roll up on the Sleeping Giant, and as you approach, you see the doors have been blown off the hinges.
Oh no.
Oh, you guys.
By magic, or
You can still see like embers glowing in the door jamb, and like there is kind of like sundered wood and char kind of like reaching into the main room.
Alright, I'll do a perception check to see if anyone's going there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please hold. Let's see. An 11.
It doesn't take much for you to notice that as you kind of like step in, your feet crunch. As like you kind of step on like bits and pieces of wood as well as sawdust, and you like look up and like little tufts of like dandelion seed and like cottonwood fluff filter in through the open roof with a massive hole that has been blasted into it. And if you step back and you look at the ground, you can see the outline of a black spider has been burned into the ground.
Oh, should we can we sneak around and see if we can tell if there's a lot of people in there?
You can see that all the doors are off the hinges and things are curiously quiet.
I gently call like Donk, like not super loud, but enough that maybe he'd hear me if he's in the main room.
You hear some noise coming from the back.
All right.
Can you send in some chickens maybe and startle them?
I can try, certainly. Right. I haven't fully mastered this chicken stuff, but I'm just gonna run in again, waving it around, praying to God Donk is still alive. So just Grok just busts in, not really thinking about it.
So you just charge into the main space?
Main space, yeah.
All right. Grok. You roll in, and the sound kind of like retreats out of the room, and like you're just standing there as like these kind of motes like waft down around you, and you hear this like kind of like coming from where you left the bodies of the red brands that you killed. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put you guys on the tracker.
I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond. It's a lot easier. Okay, 19.
You got a 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
1 second.
My rolls are always so bad for initiative.
So, yeah, a couple things. Like you don't know what's happened here. You can just tell that someone has been here after you, and maybe they're not very pleased about what they found. And as you're just kind of like staring around, just kind of dumbfounded by like what you see before you, you hear this kind of like just slithering motion. And then as you turn to the door, you see this thing that is like composed of like red flesh, and it's like has like just mouth upon mouth upon mouth. It's like 9 feet tall, kind of slurps out of the darkness, like a bunch of like dozens and dozens of eyes just kind of like blink at you, and then like red tentacles kind of pull it, like ripping and tearing through the door. And then the room fills like with this like and like this terrible chattering noise. And instantly, the second that you hear it, you get confused. You like kind of forget where you are. You don't exactly know what's going on. And it kind of like rears up at you. And yeah, Grok, you got the first move.
First move. Okay. How far away is it?
Can you not see it?
Yeah. Okay.
That is going to be 15 feet.
I am gonna actually run away from it, like back towards the door. So, and try to get out.
All right.
Okay, he's not moving. There we go. And let them know what's happening.
Before you do that, roll a d20.
Okay.
Roll a wisdom check specifically.
Wisdom check. Okay. There you go. It says ability check or saving throw. I guess ability.
Yeah, so just roll like a wisdom plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. What is it? I think it was 12.
It's a 12.
I think so. No.
Maybe at 13 plus
13.
whatever your wisdom modifier is.
I guess that's
3 or so.
I think it's 5 is my modifier. So
Your wisdom modifier is 3.
Oh,
Be
okay.
16.
Cool.
You hear as your eye, you lay eyes on this thing, like all the eyes swivel to you, and you can hear Donk's voice, just no, and you can feel this kind of darkness descend on you, and threaten to kind of grab hold of your legs before you can move, but you kind of tear away from it, and manage to get to the door.
Okay. So I run away and I get to the door. And how much of this have many in game?
Oh, they can easily see this.
Okay.
And if that's all your movement, is that all you're gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna run away because some people have many has throwing axes. That seems like a better way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to just run from a fight entirely?
Abso-fucking-lutely you are.
Okay.
And also, Grok, if you want to use, if you don't want to move your action, if you don't want to attack or do anything else, you could run double the distance that you otherwise would.
Oh man.
You can also prepare your action too, right?
You can, but that's a reaction, to be if it does this, I want to do this.
Right.
Okay.
This thing is bigger, scarier, and full of way more teeth than anything you've seen before.
Okay, yeah, I think we should just run away. So
But Donk,
we're gonna come back for Donk, but with more people.
Yeah,
But,
I'm down. I think we
Okay.
need to go get other people.
As it kind of slithers into the room, the various bits and pieces of flesh, there's as the door jam splits open and it kind of rushes to fill the space, bits of liquid flesh and teeth flow in before the rest of the body catches up as it's staring at all three of you. You guys don't get to run away until it's your turn.
He's God.
Grok, are you going to move your extra spaces?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, remember you can hold down control and then that'll measure for you if you drag from your position.
It's just that this computer's really slow.
Got it.
Yeah, you guys might as well continue. It's kind of frozen. So.
Do you want me to measure it for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So let's see, 1, 2. You have 25 feet, right?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
That's where you are. If you're just sprinting out the door, just do you say anything to them as you run past?
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. This is not good.
Okay. Yeah. Minnie, you're up.
I'm running.
You're running too?
Yeah. Am I far enough away that it's okay to run?
Yeah. And as you sprint away, you can hear, "Bro, dude." All right. Dane. You lucky motherfucker. Well, maybe. This thing is just going to, as a wave of flesh, just come roaring up to you, Dane. And as it does so, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Man, that's not good.
You just hear, "A deal's a deal, a deal's a deal, a deal's a deal." And just, you cannot tell up from down. as like you kind of stumble and trip and fall against the door jamb as like this thing is charging up to you. Roll a d8. You got a 2?
I got a 2, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just like these eyes come in at you and they turn red and they flip over and they disappear, and like you see like weird faces from your fast kind of pummeling you, and like different voices kind of smashing into your head, and you stumble back, but nothing actually happens. You don't actually do anything. You just find the confusion kind of like overwhelming. And then as you're kind of like standing there paralyzed, you see a mouth just kind of rear up in front of you at the end of a tentacle. And then like a plume of like green viscous fluid erupts out of the mouth and comes hurling at you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure, this will be really lovely.
This glob smashes into your face, and like someone pulling the curtains, you are instantly blind. And then another mouth jumps out from it and tries to snatch hold of your neck. And let's see what happens. That's a natural 20. Fucking. Oh shit. First and foremost, roll a strength check.
Roll good.
Like
21? Okay, you're not knocked prone, but you're going to take 10d6 of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dane, it's been nice knowing you.
Yep.
Like,
That's fine. I already wrote my next character, so I'm fine.
And then 10 guys? Or 10
It's like you
guys?
knew.
All right, Alex.
Hold on. I gotta
See this
calculate
roll.
this. Okay, and
Oh, fuck.
But it got a nat 1. Oh, no, that was on hit.
yeah. How many hit points do you have?
It depends. Do we get the hit points from leveling or not yet?
You have not taken a long rest.
Then I think I am down 19, yeah.
Yeah, this thing, the mouth, like, fucking flies out and just snatches hold of your neck. And, like, just blood erupts from your throat as it kind of, like, drags you horror movie in style into the doors inside of the Sleeping Giant Inn. And Minnie and Grok look back to see the doors slam shut. And that's where we'll end this session today.
Oh, no.
Oh, snap.
Well, you finally did it, Wolf. Finally murdered one of us.
He's not dead yet.
We're never gonna get to level 3.
Oh, okay. So here's a really good moment to reiterate: don't split the party.
Yeah, I do know that, but I kept trying to not say it because that would be metagaming.
It would be, but you have seen quite a bit of carnage lately. And you do know that goblin ran out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just know that, like, Grok is always gonna try to go to the like miners exchange or whatever.
Yeah.
I just really hate that one lady there.
I don't blame you. That's for fucking sure. Well, cool, gang. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to sign off for the stream. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out. Sorry I didn't hang out with you or do anything with you, but I think you can understand why. I'll see